last time, of course, we just finished up. Well, you guys just finished off the things that were on the ground in the middle of this fight. Did I keep the turn order? I did. That was nice of me, wasn't it?
Good job. Diplomacy was so rudely interrupted.
It was very rudely interrupted.
Yeah, he's not on the turn order.
He's not on the turn order because I didn't put him on the map at the beginning, but I'll put him on now.
Sure.
Because he's just used his turns to.
I think we have one turn, right, to prepare for whatever.
Well, this is like the turn he lands, I think.
Yeah, wedge the wise.
Yeah.
I mean, he's already killed me in my dreams,
we had a
so
turn left to do something. Okay.
Well, some of you have a turn, aka two of you. And then he'll land. And what he does,
Let's get it, boys.
I guess a pot open, I suppose, and which makes the turn order, which makes Balin the
get him.
The guy.
Oh. So where's this guy? I can't see the token. Where's he?
He's down the bottom right.
Bottom right. Round here? No, I can't. Let me refresh the page.
Oh, right. Yeah,
solid start. Good go. Roll 20.
Thanks, Roll 20.
Yeah. God.
Stupid free service, you piece of shit.
How could it? How dare it?
I want my money back.
Why aren't you flawlessly perfect all the time?
If I could get my money back, I would. You know, I wouldn't need. I don't want it back from all the money I spent on Roll 20. They can keep it.
The whole £0.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
When I run out of space, I'll probably get a thing. But
you still have space, man.
Yeah.
I bought myself the space when I made this city.
Oh, now I can't hear the music.
Most of the things are not very big. Most of the files I've made are quite low resolution.
I guess that makes sense, because like the maps are more like kind of one color kind of thing, so compression wouldn't be that.
I'm completely changing the way I'm doing maps. I've been making my own little modular things. So, like for example, if you look at the top, I've been making these today instead of. I used them today for things that will happen hopefully, but
that's cool.
They are also, you know.
Oh wow!
These are
right. I can see everything.
Wow!
So we earthbound his mount into the ground, didn't we?
It's still in the air currently, but it'll fall. I think 60 feet or whatever it is on its turn. And
so we don't recognise the creature he's riding. It's different
like a
from the
big lion thing. It's got a spiky tail. It's like a super manticore, but it has horns as well. And its wings are like a black as opposed to sort of.
So
it's comparable to a manticore, but much larger, and not as human-y a face as well.
Cool.
So beast.
Now that Balin has locked eyes on this guy,
I mean,
considering he literally killed him in a dream, I need to see if I can shoot properly.
Sure, go nuts. Are you afraid?
Yeah.
I think you're. Oh dear. I think you're afraid.
Balin goes to shoot and just fucking fumbles his crossbow, like bolt out everything.
Yeah.
Takes a step back.
Get in the hole. Get down the rope trick with the count.
I think you missed.
This might be more than us.
More than. Where's so many though? And it's just this guy.
He's already killed me once.
With that, of course, it would be Zrolar's turn. You face down this manticle very, very well, very handily, I would say.
Come on,
just need to reload the page so I can see myself.
Okay, yeah. I haven't moved anyone, I don't think, but hopefully if the map that I've made for later doesn't load, then I'll know it's because of all the different modular things, and I'll have to rethink how I do it. But for the now,
I'm gonna swish my sword and I'm gonna airstream the man on the back.
Okay, the riding, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you could also use your
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. No. You let out your slash, and it bounces off. Oh, they both connect, but they sort of twist off his curved, spiky armor and blow away into the wind.
Just start off the game by rolling 2 natural ones.
and a 2 as well from
spicy.
as well. Okay. This thing finally hits the floor and it lands heavily with a thud. It doesn't take the fall damage, obviously, because of the way that works. But it lands, it falls down, digs its claws on its wings into the ground. It kind of stands with all of its with all 6 of its limbs on the ground for a second, and it sort of stands up straight. And as it's on the ground, I'll get its other token out. Its land token. And you can kind of see, as it lands, a kind of a weird it's kind of far away from some of you, but a kind of cloud of greenish smoke kind of bellows out from around its nostrils, kind of. And the horns kind of tilt back and its mouth opens up, and the mouth keeps opening and gets wider and wider. And a sort of pale, bright but light green, very thick tongue fills out, and you kind of realize quite soon that actually what you're seeing is this thing has 3 heads.
Oh.
A sort of weird dragon-like head in the middle of its face, and a tongue snake thingamy.
Can you make it big?
I could make it bigger, yes.
Make it big.
Oh!
It's brain.
Christ.
It is a huge creature, not as big as this.
That's a very interesting.
It's his nose.
That's a very interesting version.
It's a chimera.
I like that a lot.
If we flip it like that, does it still look okay? It doesn't look
Yep.
too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's airing itself in the face, but it's fine.
Sure, yeah. Well,
There's a
Good amount of
there's a strong
good
wind
amount of
tide
smear
coming.
frames on the snake.
the snake's got loads of smear frames on him. Anyway,
Yeah, like that.
he's very, very smudgy. Hey, he's still landing. He's still standing.
He's
on it.
animated.
I'm
And-
animated.
I'm animated.
I'm animated.
I'm alive.
What the hell is that thing?
It is not a manticore, as you tell. You would know the word chimera as in like a mix of creatures.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard of that as an alchemist.
Yeah, it's like a, especially it's like it would be like a famous alchemy sort of metaphor.
I'll say, careful. I think that things can do. It can do a lot of things. I think.
It's something got
It doesn't help.
Never mind the mount.
It lands and both of them kind of walk up here, and quite slowly the guy in the back kind of poking it along with his double-bladed sword, so he's kind of being kept at a distance. He seems to be observing you carefully, and he looks angrily over at the hobgoblins over here, and he'd say in Goblin, which he has to understand, "I see that you've allied yourselves with witches as well. Only a fool would risk this now." And he holds out a gem, and he sticks it to the head of this thing, and it gets sucked into it, and he lands onto the floor.
Cool.
And weirdly, that's his full action, but his eyes flash bright blue as he quickens a spell, and he dimension doors 500 feet into the air and towards the south. So he is 500 feet off the map, downwards and up. You can see him in the sky, but he's down there. I'll write it as well. In the direction of his the tower.
So he landed and then went away.
He fell to the floor and then he left. Yes, or
He pocketed his mount
he's
somehow.
over there. I mean, he'll do something else on his turn if you guys want to still continue turn order. If anyone could do anything to him with 500 feet away, then
I can.
I'll put this.
Does he look like he's powering up something?
He's facing, as far as Shell, the other way.
Oh, okay.
If I've got the time, I would frantically reload the flintlock rifle, but I think I will not.
I mean, does he have the time?
I mean, on his turn. But if I assume no one else has a thing.
No,
I'll just give.
Longbows are pretty long range, right?
I don't think 500 feet, but yes, maybe. I don't know. It might be. That
I
might
think
be the
they
max.
are,
I
actually.
think
I think
that's the
600
max.
feet
Okay,
long range.
go nuts then, yeah.
But I'm pretty sure it's disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would be the same.
Oh, almost certainly.
Yeah, 600 feet long range. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Double
Funky.
crit. Double
Man.
crit. Double crit.
We'll see.
That's
Double crit.
Come on,
Yeah, I
it's
can
not,
definitely
it's
do
not the
nothing,
elephant
like-
rolling.
I just snarl and spit like a small flame on the floor, being angry. And grumble.
There you go.
He's
Is that hit?
That will hit.
Jesus
I'll do a D4.
Christ.
Nice. Okay.
Did you crit both damage dice?
Oh, nice. Look at this. Max damage. Love it. I should write it down. Is that? Can you only make the one attack with the bow, or?
Oh, yeah, we get my turn now, don't we? So I can do 2.
Yeah, go nuts if you want. That one does not hit. As you hit him and he kind of spins around in midair, still kind of falling, and you fire another one which bounces off his armor. And coming around to his turn, as he's falling, you kind of see at this distance you see the eyes flare up again, and he casts on himself. Fly.
Whoa.
And he kind of lingers for a second, and you couldn't hear him if he was saying anything at this distance, but he does turn away and begin sort of flying off Dragon Ball style at 60 feet. 120 because he's double moving on his later turns. But yeah,
I think that guy's stealing your moves. Yes, he's kind of flying, floating.
Birds fly.
that's fine.
That's true.
Has anyone else
shines.
seen him before? Has anyone else?
No.
No.
Is this a friend of yours?
No, but he killed me in a dream. A few weeks ago now.
Turn this music off. This is
Not an ally then.
Was that in the
With
Shadow World 2?
no, but before that, before any business with the witches, it was one of the first nightmares I had here. Just after we'd made contact with
Weird.
these people.
Well,
I don't think it's weird.
It's true.
It's not weird at all. I mean, all the dreams you've had here have been real, or they've been actually traveling to another dimension. So I think that's perfectly normal. I think we should expect everything in all our dreams to come true.
Huh.
Well, hopefully that doesn't.
I can take 50% of those, but the other 50 can stay in dream, please.
Well, he's speaking to the goblins, right? Maybe they know more.
Oh yeah, as this is all
Orion
calmed down,
thinks back
no
to the time
immediate
he
fighting.
drowned.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Hobgoblins pick himself up, and after I think the full minute, Rug Dumbass is no longer. Oh no, he wouldn't be charmed because the thing died. But he's explained what the hell are you doing, like Rug, and he was like, he's clearly flummoxed, and they all seem kind of quite worried about the fact that he was able to be charmed and made to not fight. And when that is explained to him, he sort of starts fuming and sort of stamping around and hitting the corpses of the Vargas with his daggers. But yeah, the Banner of the Coward, of course, would probably. I'll put you guys back on the non-battle map. I think this map again.
what does Rog sound like?
Rug is probably goes like, well, he's got a goblin-y voice, and he would probably go like, the stupid voice that I have, my one dumb voice. I don't have good voices, Raj. How dare you? He's not here anymore. Get rid of this guy. Go.
You mean just your normal voice?
Gone.
Yeah, I'm again.
Very good.
Brilliant.
And then lightning crashed down and killed me.
And then there was no more win. He died.
Actually.
he actually didn't exist.
It
Yeah.
just never existed. It's a hallucination.
Exactly.
But no. Banalaka would look over and she's breathing quite hard. She looks she seems she doesn't look old, but she's kind of tired after that quite quick fight. And in a way that an old person would be after doing exercise. And in common, perhaps you can see what we're worried about, though I doubt he was expecting you to be quite so handy and able to, and she looked kind of suspicious, uses the magics as well. It's
I knew we were witches.
Yeah, they suspected you as witches, but they hadn't.
I hide the flame behind me, which doesn't work because it's very bright.
Yeah.
I guess my spirit is glowing still. It lasts like an hour, doesn't it, magic weapon?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy weapon.
That's pretty good.
Take it from the guy who can't do any of this stuff. It's magic's just a tool like anything else, and one that the witch in the woods didn't want you to have.
Well, I mean, we're not. It is not taboo. It is just incredibly rare. Our shaman here, John Doomsayer, he can practice magic, and Ring Master of All was, of course, a proficient magic user, but we haven't. And she gestures at Rogdanus. We have no. We do not have any way of fighting against it. We started our war back when we didn't know he even had so many flying, and she kicks at one of the Manticore's creatures. And then I guess the Count would probably ask if it's okay to come out of the
Yeah, sure. You can come out of the hole.
And he is horrified at the scene of carnage and the particularly unpleasant creatures lying around.
And most people are definitely hurt. Oh, I'll hear Yaz, because I think he was pretty beaten up.
Did any of them take damage?
I think one. Let me check. I think they did.
I'll lay on hands one of them.
Balin took a manticore spike as is tradition.
Oh yeah, John the Doomsayer took 35 hit points of damage. He was actually very nearly dead.
I mean, I'll lay on hands in for 20.
He's quite in the corner, kind of leaning on a stick, trying to look like he's not hurting too bad. But you pat him back, and he kind of stands up straight. And he can't communicate with you, obviously in language, but he kind of nods and is like,
I'll give him a nod.
Thanks.
Don't want to, embarrass him or whatever. I'll just give him a nod. But, yeah.
Sure.
I don't think that two-bladed weapon was an accident either. Isn't that what they mentioned in their story?
Yeah,
Well,
I've never seen a weapon like that. I want to try it out.
Benno would explain that that is not the judge's weapon. That is victorious. It is a blade crafted the finest, his magnum opus of Ring Master of All. It was the final thing he made before his death, and traditionally it is held by the judge, and whoever wins in the battle between the two clans to decide supremacy will carry it until the next, war, as it were. But he has taken it from his now dead son and wields it selfishly for himself. It pains me to see not only the fine suit of armor of Ring, but his finest steel as well. We need to sort out this fight. Actually, they're kind of a lot more alert. Everyone else is keeping an eye, and John Doomsayer is kind of hurries over to Drought the mammoth to sort of make sure that it is not. It didn't actually get hit, I don't think, but it did not perform super well either. It did one big hit.
It didn't perform super well is quite the understatement.
It was crit or miss.
It's blind,
It
alright?
didn't crit. It just actually hit and did 30 damage. But yeah, I would probably just ask, when is the soonest that we can sort this out?
I look at Ramsey.
Is there anything we're fighting? Is there anything we need to do before?
Did we sort out the combatants? Who's going to be, or was that just going to be six people?
66.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be sixes.
6v6, not to the death, in an arena in their territory.
And John comes over and whispers something to Bennett. And,
King of the Hill.
And Bennett would probably say,
Crazy King.
it seems
Headhunter.
that perhaps Drought is not suited for this fight.
Oh no, Drought.
Fuck for that. But it's only going to roll crits that fight and just knock them out.
Yeah, I did. Same.
Which means that, if I were to fight as well as your count, then perhaps we could well, if I'm not to fight, if I'm to judge, then there will have to be we will have to have a. The strongest of us will come forth, and they will decide in the traditional way who shall fight you as the sixth. I have hopes for my grandson, but, well, we shall see.
Yes.
If it is who I suspect will win, then, well, he's a little odd, but I would say he means well, but I'm not even sure of that. He means.
That is a statement.
Okay.
As long as they keep the rules and there's no deaths on either side, that's, I guess, all we agreed to.
Certainly, and the others will definitely be able to keep that in check. And, of course, we shall be judging. Okay. I think you guys agreed to have the fight inside the
Yeah, we agreed to go to that place and do it.
Yeah, because it needs to be witnessed by them who's the
Some
main
proving ground kind of thing.
We send an escort to you. Is tomorrow agreeable?
Is that enough
That's
time
fine.
for you
Oh,
to lick your wounds from here and then figure out who it's going to be?
I fear that any further days would be perhaps taking
He is
what's the
very dangerous.
Being-
I agree.
being a little safe.
I mean-
I appreciate your concern about this. We will be in fit fighting state, if only through adrenaline. Perhaps the day after we'll be more worse for wear. But
Our secret sixth member, marry me.
yeah. Oh,
Shit.
God.
Oh,
that'd-
dude, the
that'd be-
ultimate.
I'd be furious. But God. Well, I mean, I've got this token. Both of them. I mean,
I can still go for it. I just need to sneak into the forest, guys.
she turns to the shaman and say, tomorrow, John, meet at the border and escort them back. Bring a few men, but under the tree line they should be more or less safe. Okay. Oh, I could tell them some more stories. She doesn't seem too thrilled about that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of anything else. She should probably point out. Find you that she has a piece of paper, which appears to be kind of like a reed, woven piece of paper, and not pulped produced paper. It's not. It's kind of papyrus-esque, but probably a bit rougher than that. And she points to a bit which says, magic. It's never especially come up, though our shaman John Doomsayer shall probably be participating. It is not ruled out. Poisons would be probably. We certainly use none.
That's good to know.
So it would be considered unsportsman and certainly.
I put a potion. It looks like a healing potion away, but it's actually
Oh,
poison.
there goes any edge I had.
Any magical recovery is permitted, as again our shaman shall be supporting. Beyond that, bring whatever steel you have. And she looks at you like, yeah, quite a lot. Quite a lot of weapons. That's all right.
You think we can bring a cannon?
I mean,
I thought we were going non-lethal.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that we
I don't
I guess
think.
Can you aim with a cannon?
I mean,
we put beanbags in it. Riot fucking.
oh yeah, that's the
Oh, I
question
thought you
have
meant
for
just
you.
the boom tube.
Theo, what's your opinion on the non-lethal spells?
they're not non-lethal.
So I can't just shoot a fireball. Really?
Same with both. Yeah,
You can,
same with
but
arrows.
if it doesn't kill them.
It's the rules of the game. You can't non-lethal range combat.
Oh, it's not ranged at all. I thought you could still. I thought it
You
was just
can't
magic.
shoot a crossbow at a
No.
guy non-lethally.
Just shoot at his leg.
It's not the.
I think that would still kill him probably.
It is not non-lethal as you. I admit non-lethal combat is a bit silly. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it can't. I am already against how easy it is to be non-lethal. So I'm not saying you could shoot a guy with a fireball non-lethally, nor an arrow.
I said fireball.
Well, that really fucking shits us up, didn't it?
With our prep time, would I be able to fashion any sort of bludgeoning or flat-headed bolts that could be non-lethal?
There may be something that can help you with that. Yes.
Okay.
And I will
So a question. So it's only the killing blow that matters, right? So you could as long as it's the first couple of hits, go wild because it's not going to kill him.
We don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I
will make it clear when they're very low.
But that counts for the.
And they get to half health and then Balin crits them.
Do they get death saves if we do actually drop them with lethal?
I can certainly do that for this situation.
Well, they get death saves.
You would be going for non-lethal in this particular example. I will give them death saves.
Well, that makes it fine.
Then it's fine.
Unless you go over their entire health pool into negative and instantly kill them.
Alright, Balin.
That's actually unlikely.
Alright, Balin, you're gonna crit your sneak attack double, alright? And you're gonna make 100 damage.
This is what Theo makes the 6th combatant like a 1 HP guy who we accidentally convert.
They're going to be able to get death saves, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
They'll make death saves, yeah, but again,
we're actually going to fight 100 minions.
They will not be trying to. They will probably try and make sure people don't die.
And if we take out the healer, then they'll know that they can't get anybody up, so they'll probably just start taking people off medical treatment, right?
Yeah, it's. There will be people watching, and if people are super in danger, there's probably going to be the scope to get people in and out, as it were. It's.
Because I don't think anyone in our or their party can cast Revivify, probably.
No. It's unlikely.
The absolute most damage I can do would require a crit and max damage die on everything is 73.
I mean, that's a shitload. It's not
but I
that's
feel like
literally-
you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine.
That will be
If they've
maxed
got death
across
saves, it's fine.
10 die.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give them death saves in this situation just again because it is a real combat, of course, situation.
Yeah.
But it's not. Everyone is going to be trying their best to not kill.
Ooh, this is a special scenario where we know we don't want to kill him, kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't want to just say no. You can just.
Right. Fernie's not gonna aim at the heads. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. She's not gonna aim at the heads.
Well, they would. Grant would probably be like, we should probably retreat. He may be returning to his fortress to.
We should
some more monsters, so we should perhaps.
We should get this over with. Yes, can you tell her that it's nice that
she can speak English. She can speak common.
Oh right, English, the universal language of
confirmed English exists.
I just wanted to say that it's nice that even though your tribe doesn't necessarily see it your way, that there is some common ground of, finding allies. And helping out each other.
Had you come in my father's day, I fear that it may have been somewhat a more violent war would probably have been coming your way, whether you'd like it or not. So I too am happy for this arrangement, and truly, again, she speaking common, and don't say this to the others. I am not fully sure who I would want to win.
Yeah, okay. Well, we shall see tomorrow.
At morning, and she climbs up onto Drow, onto his back, and the others.
Runs to the death because it's blind.
Yeah, they get a.
The Mammoth runs off the cliff, right?
They do a salute with their weapons, sort of hold them straight up above their heads, like flat above, like. And they turn down and walk downwards, hugging along the forest down to the south. Sort of along.
They do remind me a bit of your people, Kalidas. Like a bit more militaristic, very orderly.
Yeah, I see similarities.
I could see them getting along well, but your your people sounds a bit weird. Your compatriots, they're just very distant. It's a bit of a shame. Most people are working together in the Index, but I've I don't quite understand those kind of setups.
They've just, we've done it our own way for so long, and I'm here, so.
So what made what made you join us anyway?
Well, I guess to prove myself, I'm still. It's kind of like one of the junior members, and I kind of forced my way into helping in the first the ship disappearance, and then after that, it kind of just snowballed. Now we are where we are.
Well, I'm
Now you're a knight.
It's been quite beneficial for me, so I'm pretty happy with how it's going.
That's true. You're a knight as well now.
Speaking of that, the Count is we should probably be off, yes. And he's kind of hobbled over to his
of course.
his coat.
Yeah, we should.
1,000 thank yous.
No problem.
Not just, of course, for this, but for any points at the creatures, all that.
Is there a point looking them over the creatures?
If you want. Yeah, you haven't investigated them, especially. But you may not want to spend a lot of time, but yes, I can get them out. Sorry, yeah?
Can I be real with everyone here?
Mhm.
What happens if we actually lose?
I guess we just.
It won't
leave.
happen.
Well, I
We
mean,
go to war under their banner. That's what they want, at least.
Yeah, but they would also mess with our city. They want to marry people and stuff. I don't think that would be necessarily something that our people want.
The Count would feel bad about breaking a promise, if it were to come to that.
I
Because I don't like the idea of. I think our word is our bond, but I also think that if we lose, that would be terrible for us.
It could spell our doom, and I certainly, I think that we 6 or 7 here, the Count would point out, that have perhaps the most receptive feelings towards our neighbours. Certainly, there would be a lot of discomfort amongst our fellows.
There's no way the dwarf will go for it.
No, Lord Rexite would probably rather. To be frank, he'd probably rather join in the fighting himself, though he is too a very elderly man at this point.
well, the way I saw it is that they seem very experienced in fighting together. So we should think of ways how, we maybe get them one by one or something.
Yeah,
That-
I saw that too. I've seen those kind of formations. It's keep them apart is going to be a very, very important thing.
Should we also
We've got ways we can do that.
Should we also find a I know there's plenty of strong people in the town. Should we find a replacement for me?
The Count was open at you saying that, and he's not having that because you're doing a load of cool magic, and there is no one who has displayed quite such valor as all of you 6, not just the strongest among you. There is, to be quite frank, you 6 are our only hope. The stars are very skilled, but they are not used to this.
You've proven yourself pretty combat effective. I remember when we first met, I thought you were going to fall on your sword, and you didn't do that, so that was good.
Yeah, you killed the thing that bit me.
I've watched you fight enough times now.
You would.
You might not know what you're doing, but you do it well.
What's the term you would use? Most improved is the.
Think about it like this as well. Yes, if they are so experienced at fighting together,
We fought together the most out of anyone here.
that's true. So I think if we were to put just some muscly dude in here, we have a bit of an idea of what we can do, and
Hey, and like we were just saying, keeping them apart, moving people around is your specialty.
It's just another fight. It'll be easy.
Take it from the guy with a bit of wood that launches sticks. You're needed.
Speaking of that, yes. I'll have a chat with someone. Ben, there's a little. We've not spoken to them much, but one of the gnomes have a a tendency to tinker, and some of their guard, I think, have they put something special on their bolts that packs a punch. I'll see if it counts as poison. I'll have to speak with them about it, but hopefully we can get some of that.
Always going to appreciate an upgrade to arms and armament.
Just as a quick investigation thing while we're here with the monsters, I
Sure,
would
yeah,
like to take their claws, and well, I guess the hearts will be a bit messy. I think
The hearts would be very messy, certainly.
Yeah, hearts would be very messy.
And the count would definitely be very well, he'd be very disgusted, and his opinion of you might change slightly.
I
if
get
you were to start doing
reputation malice.
I mean, you know, it's
yeah, I know. I'll take things such as like claws, because that, like, you know, you can clip them easily.
Did we collect the manticore spines before? Did you say they were like
You did.
javelins or
They were throwing knives.
Throwing
They could be used as
Darts,
like,
right?
Oh yeah,
Darts,
darts,
that was it,
yeah, which I think is the same as a
My
dart.
dart.
Maybe slightly
Yeah.
better actually.
And
Like,
I obviously would take a good old-fashioned blood sample. They don't
Sure.
seem to have poisonous stuff, so I don't think I'd take their salvia.
so you have blood of quite a lot of blood, probably like a good 2 pints of Barghest
Fuck
yeah.
blood. That's Barghest, BARG
Black pudding.
HEST. You could make black pudding out of it, yes.
Are there any like surgical marks on them or anything?
That's a good question. That would probably require a medicine check to investigate them.
I mean, I can do that.
Probably with advantage because other people will be helping, I'm sure, in the situation.
Ba-bum.
Oh, nice.
Thank
Very
God.
So again, because you were looking at the cockatrice a while ago for a similar thing,
yeah.
there is no surgical marks, but you can tell, especially with the periton, which is the bird, that this is like it's not a case of natural evolution at all. And like there are lots of redundant organs, especially like where the snake like head joins the bird bit, and the muscles don't make. They're being forced to work essentially. It's not something that like naturally exists, but they are like sewn together, or even as far as you can tell, 2 things that have fused together. It's perhaps a little bit further down the line than that. This might be the child of something that was fused together, for example. And the Barghists are, you saw them transform before your eyes. So they kind of have the structure of a goblin that has been like pulled into a certain shape quite violently. But like where the rib cage is like suddenly been like expanded and squashed down, and you can kind of feel there's a lot of like bumps where it is like broken and then reformed very quickly.
So the Barghest was like charming people, right?
It was speaking psychically, it was charming, and it also dimension doored. I believe that's
okay.
what it did.
So this was more brain powers, not eye powers, not a flashing eye thing.
It didn't. It seemed to be a brain thing. Yeah.
I'm not gonna take out the brain, and I don't have to take out the eyes then, which I would have done otherwise.
You could take the head. It is a large head, but anyway.
We need to.
That's true.
If we are going to deal with that guy eventually, because he's clearly already made himself an enemy, we'll need to get Nebo on a way of shutting that guy down. Because if he can just do what he just did when we fight him, then we'll never catch him.
That is true. I can. Yeah, I'll have a talk with Nebo. Maybe we can come up with something.
Maybe it's like similar to the hag.
Well, if he came
He
back
came
from
from
the
that
dead,
cave. Maybe if there's something in that cave that's strange, then we
he
can
could
maybe
be from
find
another
it.
world again.
Exactly. It says it was
I-
gates to hell.
We will go there at some point, I should think.
I
Might
hope
be
not.
worth.
Well, I think it's part of the deal of if we if we beat these people, we're gonna have to help them at a point by the sounds of things. Otherwise,
We're going either way.
otherwise that
It's just under
issue
whose
is going to
banner.
wipe them out and be on our doorstep.
Let's
to
worry about
block
tomorrow
it up.
for now.
The count would probably say if we're going to go hopefully to block it up, perhaps some strategic blasting.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
And maybe
perhaps
we'll find a we can maybe work out a way to stop him from moving. If we can't, I'm sure if we find something that's important to him, he'll stand and fight whatever's giving him this power.
that's true. That's true. Sorry, theory.
I see.
Quick.
Yeah, sure.
2 pins of Bargas blood. Anything else of note, or should I not?
Oh yeah, well from the periton, which is just this bird. Let me just check what it does again. I think it doesn't have like magic poisons or anything, but its horns are probably pretty valuable, and it has feathers. There's a good bit of thing from a bird. Again, it seems like it would be very heavy for something that big to fly, so it must be magical inherently somewhat to be able to fly so well. But you can definitely take a good like bundle of feathers from the parakeet as well.
All right. Anything else?
And the manticores again have the little axe beak. What do you call it? Collar.
Okay.
And so does the periton as well.
Okay.
The Bargus was naked. Anyway.
I just note those down and off time and stuff. We'll get back to that.
Yeah. Okay. You guys, I assume, head back. That was I think you got there probably before midday. I think was the.
I want to
the
say.
thing.
Yeah.
I think that was about what I said.
I think we should be back around the time it's evening at least.
Yeah, it'll be like it'll be pretty dark because it's early in the year, but you'll gotta get back, no problem.
God damn it!
Still drinking water. But damn.
Accidentally opened Steam. Oh, for fuck's sake! Get out of here! There we go. No, I don't wanna get out.
So yeah, the count. You guys again. If there's any talking that you do on the way back, I'm happy with that. But other than that, you'd get back pretty safe. You've gone this way a number of times at this
We're
point.
swole boys.
Exactly. You see a cockatrice, and it
I shout boo at it and it runs away.
It runs away. Yeah.
You know, it's a bit of a
Sure.
shame. I was really looking forward to firing this rocket. She gets out the big rocket again.
Oh well.
Tomorrow,
The
maybe.
rocket.
I'm terrified of the rocket, honestly.
I think rockets is scary. The Count doesn't want you to fire a rocket.
Is
What
the
do you
rocket the thing that makes the sky bend to your will?
No. I mean, no,
That's the other rocket.
that's the other. No, it's not a rocket. It's a smoke sign.
But yeah, the Count who gets back, he sends someone to go chat with some of the gnomes on Balin's behalf, who would come back after not too long with a single bundle of 20 bolts of what is called walloping ammunition, which is it's not incredible, but it's something. It's just ammo that when you hit something with it, they got to make a DC 10 strength check or be knocked prone, and it doesn't have any like negatives to damage or anything. It's just a bump, knock them over.
It's only a value add then.
Just a value add. Yeah, I have not written an item for it because I forgot.
I'm
Fool.
probably not going to need the silver bolts for this, so I will swap out those and take 20 of those and 20 regular.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you write down like DC 10 strength, not prone, then yeah, I'll make an item for it later. Other things that go on. The council will probably have a meeting with like the rest of the council people about what was said, and I'll also summarize. But yes, the feeling is the Dwarf Rex, right, the dwarf guy. He's very much in favor of you guys going and kicking their ass and doing. Whereas the elf lady is very much concerned, like, yes, what if we lose? The ship captain, of course, Captain Black Sheep, he would point out people have been trying to write the Breath of Farlingen, and it's probably not. It could be ready to sail with a few days' notice, although it would be very under what do you call it? They would not have resources for a very far journey. But if in an emergency where they want to just like cut and run, that is an option. You could, in theory, fit all the people on the boat. It would be very packed, but it could work if you wanted to escape via the sea. Though there are other risks to do that, of course. And a judge would be sort of the count's gonna come along to judge, and also they're bringing the Rao priest guy who is something the word I think I said, didn't I? Here he is, Priest Rao. Yeah.
He's an expert judge.
Exactly. He's an expert on justice and law. He's very pleased that the Count is finally coming to come bring him something very important to do. What do you call it? There we go. Okay, let me just write that down.
How do you feel about it, lawman?
How does he feel about it? Well, there's slightly unorthodox, but if they are willing to commit to whatever the just outcome is, then that is perhaps that is how Rao would have it. Would you want to bring anyone else along to look at just so I know? I imagine Lung would probably want to come and watch.
Probably. Yeah.
Just in case it turns south.
It's true. Oh, the Count's coming. He would probably bring the stars as his bodyguard in this situation.
That's fair. That's fair.
Leaving the rest of the guards back at town.
Hanging out.
And
How much time have we got to prepare for this?
it's the next morning, so you got the rest of the day. So 18 hours, I suppose, roughly. Maybe a bit less than that. 16 hours.
Well,
I will actually
sleep,
sleep
so
sleep this night.
You go sleep. Some of you got to sleep.
No, I will. So.
Okay.
Do we have any now should be a real time to scrounge for supplies, because this is probably the most important fight we're going to have in a long time.
Sure.
So, do healing potions exist?
Healing potions exist. People probably there's some alchemists around as well as Fernbrand, so there probably would be some who've been making a stock of them because they're very useful. Let me make a roll for how good a job they've done. And you definitely be able to get at the very least like a minor one each.
oh wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, one each then.
Minor one each.
We were trying to make the healing potions, but we ended up making a big bucket of Kool-Aid.
We excellently made a Kool-Aid, mate.
No,
Sorry.
It's a Kool-Aid.
We were thirsty and we just drank them. they taste so good.
I felt a bit under the weather, so I drank them.
I'm very sorry, guys. I had to do so many other things. I would have made more healing potions.
They take a day to make, as the book says, to make a minor one as well. So yeah, everyone has a 2d4 plus 2 healing potion.
Sure.
There's
Yes, after that disaster, I'd maybe go and ask the explorators if they've got anything I can take. I'd let them know that what's happening as well, at the very least.
Sure, they would be glad to hear that it perhaps...
An exit plan if this doesn't work out.
Yeah, well, of course, they can always get away in their mind because they've got a powered boat
Yes.
and trundle off in theory. But that wouldn't be right. That wouldn't be what that's not the point. Do they have anything they would give you that would be useful? Would you ask anyone in particular, or just get out there?
Ask Altair.
The boat.
Could you let me look at something. You got your crowbar. What else do you want?
Do we have any bombs or anything?
It's true, I do have my crowbar.
You do not have any bombs. You could make one, of course, because you do have the gunpowder.
Have we got loads of ammonium nitrate just lying around?
Yeah.
Should we plant that seed to see if it grows something usul?
No, this is not the time for that.
Do it.
This is not the time for
I
that.
am not ready, but there's no way I ever can be ready.
We plant it like a mile outside of town and just see something.
I feel like we should plant a seed at the end of the session at some point. That makes the most sense to
The
me.
thing is, half the time it sucks. Not half the time, like a third of the time. The rest of the time it's like okay, and then there's some incredible things.
I just think it would just end up. Well, I don't know the other ones, but I imagine the success is we go to the heavens.
Pretty much. You guys want to skip a few zones and go to the level 14 zone?
Yeah.
If we kill just one thing there, we're gonna level up like 5 times. That's how it works, right?
Or die.
Yeah.
Gelta gives you one of she gets Rhea to give you one of her Dragonborn cigar things or cigarette things.
Nice.
That you're not entirely sure what it
No,
does.
Yeah, I've never.
But it definitely, but you know that the older Dragonborn are very addicted to it. But like, I'll make
any time we want.
Make a history to see if you can remember like, what happens when they do it. Okay, yeah. So you're pretty sure that you've seen them like puff on one of like do their breath, take a puff on one of those, and then do it again.
Ooh. Okay.
That's pretty.
Now I will say they are very addicted to it. But
Want some
you know,
drugs, kid?
it's fine.
It's just the power. It's nothing to do with the substance. It's just the power.
It's just the power of being able to breathe again.
Hey, does anyone mind if I take the lucky rock you found? I think I might need it more than a. I mean, this ring keeps me toasty, but.
Well,
What the luck's then?
When's
Yeah.
currently using it?
Oh, it's not in his stuff. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, no,
is
it
it?
is. You're right. No, it's not in his.
I did not sort it out, but
Okay, that's fine.
I forgot to do it. I mean,
This is so
Did they
long.
seem to have any resistances? I don't think they did.
They didn't appear to have any. They seemed very straightforward, and they do not have. They have no experience with, as you can tell, because they have no experience with fight magic, as it were, fighting magic.
Yeah, they're just He just rolled bones, didn't he?
He rolled bones and then said, "Oh man, it's a bad omen for our enemies." Yeah, but they said he can do magic. They did say that, but it is like supporty stuff, and he cast enhance ability in the fight, I believe.
Yes.
I think that's what you saw him do.
Yeah.
Maybe something else. I can't remember. What else? You got? Don't forget, you do have the brutal, vicious dagger. That is a thing that no one's currently using. If you're talking about, just stuff.
What about Lung?
I was going to
he's not.
posit.
Well, they have him
I
in
was
the
going to
fight.
posit after this, Lung could have the dagger.
Oh, sure, yeah. He would definitely be
Tie it
very
to
happy
the
to
end.
use it.
Maybe tie it to the end of a stick.
Oh,
Put it in his mouth, so when he stabs a guy, he bleeds on his face, and he's like, because he's
Replace one of his teeth with it.
yeah.
how metal.
But no, yeah, he could definitely use it. I'm just wondering if someone's used it for this, because it is, of course, it's got some. Anyway,
And we're not fighting the mammoth anymore, are we?
no, she has decided after the Mammoth's inconsistent performance, they've decided, hey, they'll have a little tournament amongst themselves to see
Is the mouse included?
who the strongest one is. The Mammoth, if it wants to be, if it's annoyed, then they'll have a Tenkoichi Budokai.
So I was going to say that the potion of animal friendship would come in very handy for that.
Oh, that's true.
It's very true.
It's a good
You can
point.
does that allow you to speak with them, or is it just like be
No,
charmed?
it makes
that's
them.
charm-
It
charm.
makes them mean. You shows that you mean them no harm.
Right.
It only ends when your companions hurt it.
Okay.
Friendship's fine.
Wait, no, you should not be fighting the Mammoth unless it beats up everyone and like demands to fight. But again, it appeared to not be. Mammoths are intelligent, but they're not.
They're not a 10.
They're a beast.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what is their intelligence. Let me check.
Probably quite low.
It's pretty low, but it's. I mean, but it's a beast. It's not too bad. His is slightly better because he's an older. His stats are slightly adjusted from
Came
the
back here
basic.
tomorrow and we see those goblins and they all have their weapons drenched in poison.
Hey, he said they don't do it.
It's gonna be that one.
Is there anything else?
To each other.
Yes, 3. Like every other animal is.
Let me.
Oh no, a lizard's 1.
Sorry.
I was looking at animal intelligences.
Oh yeah, lizards. Yeah, stupid, very stupid, just like real lizards. Sorry, mate, it's so hot in here. My brain is kind of slow right now.
Why do they call it lizard brain?
Is that a thing people say? Oh, you guys can see
Yeah.
John Doomsday. Why have I not let you see
Okay.
John Doomsday? Let me just let
So-
you visit.
We're pretty much ready? Or
I mean, the day, yeah.
I can't quickly turn the scythe into a longsword, can I?
Either by now it would have been able to be, because again, it's not they're not reforging anything. They're literally like bolting
Stand
it
by.
to a handle.
Hmm.
And of course, around this time, the Triton have found Orion, the ones that you saved, and they give him a present.
Me?
Thanks. They're obviously very thankful to all of you, but they think it would be very right if Orion, as a fellow Triton, it was his birthday the other day, as in a month or two ago, and he was dedicated. If he carries the Tritanium that was once carried by Ursa in the form of a shield that has been made for him with his thing on it, that's the shield that they got made for him. They've had that people making it for him. It's just a nice shield. It has a few effects.
Stick my
I think. Can you see the thing?
front.
Yeah, looks great.
The item that it is. I mean, Raj, can you see the thing in the? I think I put it in the.
I could see that last week.
Oh, could you? Yeah, it was there. I actually forgot to mention it. So you did technically have it before, but luckily, didn't matter. But so you've been given that. So basically for the side thing, it's the same, but it's a D8 instead of a D10, unless you two-hand it, of course.
It's a D8, but I get +2 damage up to it. So
yeah, because you're going to do it. It's probably slightly better in terms of averages, but
Actually, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, if you two-handed it, would be a D10 +2. Oh, no, it wouldn't. Does dueling include two-handed weapons? I think it does, right? Because it's just one weapon. Yeah. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Dueling. I mean, it
a weapon in one hand. I think
versatile still counts. Right. Like it just needs to be in one hand.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, cool.
That's great. And works with a shield.
What if you've got a hook hand and the other hand is using anyway?
If you don't use the hook as a weapon.
Yeah, exactly. If you're using it to manipulate
two for handshakes, you know.
Yeah. Well, it loses its range as well. It's 10 foot.
Yes, it is not a 10. Yeah, it is. It's long as a long sword is, but it is not a.
The benefit is having a shield now.
it's probably like a 4 foot long blade, which is a long.
That's the shield magical that you got.
It is made out of magical materials, adamantine and tritanium. So it has basically the way it works. I'm sure. I mean, it's his, but yes. Basically, it works as a adamantine suit of armor, but not completely. Otherwise, because adamantine makes you resistant to crits. Is the thing it does. So.
So you can either do it by dodging or as a reaction.
You have to use it as a reaction.
It's very interesting. Ruled on the critical hit stuff. I see. So you need to have your reaction to do it on yourself, or you take the dodge to have it always be on.
Yeah. Because basic adamantine armor makes you crit immune all the time, but I thought that would make less sense if it's just a shield. So anyway,
sure.
It's a +3, right?
No. Now we also have a stick that grows to your size, right?
Yes, you do have a stick that could become a big stick if you're bigger.
Think about making a gift for a giant with it. Probably.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
it's a weird thing to have, but
giants probably really struggle to get walking sticks and stuff.
It's true. I think Dionysus has a big log he's leaning on in his picture, but I think it's in the shadows, so you can't really see it. Yeah, he's got something in the background there. Anyway,
maybe we turn to a big kebab.
Yeah, maybe. If that stick he's leaning on falls in that horn, then he's going to swallow it whole. Love it. Well, except he won't love it; it'll suck. But
that's a great gift. I'm glad they're showing their appreciation to you, Orion.
Yeah, I think there's so much.
They do make sure to thank all of you as well. Because,
of course. You're gonna. I've never. You aren't of their tribe, right, Orion? That's what I got.
Well, yeah, I was raised on the land. I never. The only Tritons I knew were my parents. And I just.
We really should. The Count said that he's not too keen on looking for his wife, so we have no one else really to look for except I guess that guy from today. But he's in the tower. We know where he is. We could look for your dad. We could do it maybe after the fight, so you have something to look forward to.
That's I don't want to.
We may want to keep an eye on that guy after the fight.
Well, maybe. I just know it's something that Orion. It's I assumed it's on your mind. And
Yeah, I did ask. Well, there was a deal with one of the witches, but we got this now.
Besides, that other guy is known as the Wise, and it's a wisdom save to resist it, so pointless.
it's true. It's true.
I think it's wisdom. Yeah, it is. Okay.
You too, Incles and Ryan, you did a lot of that, like, fighting against the rest of your, like, kind stuff, right? The rest of the explorators and stuff.
Sparrow.
Yeah. Is there anything, like, is there anything we should know, or anything we should try and do? Because, like, I know we fight together and stuff, but we don't fight together against, like, other groups of guys like us, kind of thing.
If you want to make a roll to like analyze what you remember them fighting, like the both of you like together, I would happily give you a bit.
What would you like me to roll for
that? What would make sense? Do you think? Probably
There's battle
insight
strategies
or
as an
something?
int skill.
I'd say like an insight or a history would make sense with advantage because again, Orion probably be giving you.
I'm happy to make an insight because I've created it.
Yeah,
Sure, yeah, let's do it. That's useful. Okay,
Sure.
with the 12, it's not awful, but the basic stuff, you would know that you'd have noticed that when they were like, let me just check. So yeah, when they are together, they were able to coordinate their fighting to do a lot more damage, as it were. So if there's two guys fighting one at any point, then that could get very dangerous incredibly quickly.
So we need to separate them and not get separated.
Well, I can't really separate them, but if they do stick together, there are lots of things I can do. Like, I can use this crystal, and I can blind a lot of them at the same time. Or I can shoot this. Let me get out the big rocket again. When I get this out, though, I'm gonna tell you guys, and they can understand us anyway, so they wouldn't know what to do. But I'll tell you guys to close your eyes. For just a moment, of course. And that should be a pretty big bang. In theory.
In theory.
Okay.
Or you get stabbed.
Well,
Sure, that thing's not lethal.
Yeah. I fired up in the sky. Otherwise, I would have aimed it at someone.
Yeah.
oh, well, what's stopping you from aiming it at someone?
Huh? Oh. oof.
She turns around and points it at me. Oh.
I haven't thought of that possibility, and because we're trying this, we're not trying to kill them, so I don't think I should in the name of science, I guess.
Oh, the only other thing that you would
talking
know,
like Nebo, in the name of alchemy. There we go.
from your military stuff, because it's pretty obvious as well. Some of them were quite heavily armored, plate equivalent, and one of them was plate and shield, I believe. But you have met Trunk's mother, who is supposedly one of the fighters, and she was not really armored at all, like had hide armor essentially. So, and Rug Dumbass, he was just wearing a chain shirt. So
we never saw what Rug did. He was out to fight the whole thing.
Two knives. So I'll give you 3 guesses as to what he does.
And a tusk.
Oh no, sorry, it's half plate. It was half plate and shield, and Tusk who had half plate, but a greatsword.
So they're probably going to run at us, right? Try and kill us. Well, defeat us, obviously, but try and beat us.
I
And
got
then,
couple
like,
bags with some
Enceladus,
balls.
Orion, and, like, Wynn will be at the front, presumably.
I
That means you're going to be, like, really outnumbered up there.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to get me out of the way as well first, because they know I can do, magic. I do in quotation marks.
I don't know if they know the difference. I think they think we all do magic.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
The only
I
one
think
who
we're
did,
all witches under there. I think.
Well,
I guess Wynn appears to be like a hyper skilled fighter, as it were.
Yeah.
Kalidas, what's usually your armor class? I think it's 19, right?
19, yeah.
Yeah. Usually I give it to Orion, my bonus, so it's 19 as well. But it kind of depends. If they're all going in Kalidas, I could do it just on Kalidas, so he has 20. But
Yeah, I think think it's just we need to really think about where we fight. Like I don't know.
You're definitely getting my experimental potion for tomorrow, Kalidas.
Okay.
And you can't say no to it.
Nope. There's still one effect that I haven't seen yet, and I really wonder what it is.
What if you spend all of your points to make us all levitate, and we'll just start flying up at the start of the battle?
I don't think they would accept that. Yes.
Hey, they said magic was fair game, and if you put me in the air, away from things,
And we all just bring bows.
depends on what this arena's like.
It's true. Maybe it's a cage.
You would probably also be able to know that when you arrive, you're not going to be forced immediately get in, like we're starting right now. You'll be able to. You'll be able to look at the battlefield somewhat as well.
That's true. We'll the potion stuff and whatever tactics. We'll talk about that when we're there, I guess.
You're going to have a journey as well with through the woods with what's going on here?
We're an entourage. So
yeah, you're on the way. Maybe you could try and ply John Doomsayer for some info.
So who are you betting on?
He's going to be helping out, but he's also seemed to like talking.
Well,
Maybe we could play the I've got an upset tummy card and try and get him to heal us. To waste his castles.
Maybe. How have I uploaded this?
I do my best work from a distance or halfway up a tree, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and take as many hits as I can.
I can focus my defenses as well on you, Ryan. It's whatever combination you both. I mean, honestly, I think you both on the front are usually a very good team. But yeah, let's see how the arena is gonna look tomorrow, and then we can think about
as you guys are the evening comes in. It seems again there's Lord Lawford as well, who is the chief clerk for the count, but there's a lot of underclerks who hear most of this as well. So word spreads moderately quickly of various different versions of what exactly is going to be going down. But everyone understands that you guys are going to go do a big fight, and it's going to be and everything kind of rides on you guys. So everyone's kind of people. There's people who giving you respectful nods, going out of their way, in fact, to be to be supportive, as it were. And people are you get an extra. You're going to have a good. Everything's as good as it could be for this the evening. You're getting good food and. People are saying, hey, good luck, and thanks, and everything. And the night would come, and you'll go to sleep.
You said that there's a chance that it doesn't.
Today, well, now you know why I started every session by rolling a D100.
Are we gonna fight like?
You don't want to know what happens on one.
Do we got nuclear zombies again now? Are we gonna fight nuclear zombies now?
Well, this night actually, you do not have an especially noteworthy dream on this night. It is comfortingly vague.
Nice.
I would
My
say.
favorite kind.
You wake up and just feel a bit like, ugh, that was a bit.
I don't die in it.
You do not die. You have no spooky premonitions. Yeah, as you wake up in your bed, a regular bed.
My God.
Like an asshole.
Like a
Like an asshole, also like everyone else. But assholes do wake up in
I
their
imagine
beds.
for a second he's afraid that his powers now don't work anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, definitely.
Oh no, just before the fight.
Why today?
Oh, no.
Are you panically shooting an airstream against a vase?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes down to the beach and shoots them out at sea like Krillin.
Oh, nice.
When you MacLeod, that's what it looked like. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, so, morning. Morning.
I'd like to ask my father something quickly just before we leave.
Yeah, you'd be able to find him, and he's still very awkward. He's worried. He probably looks like he's worried you're gonna have something angry to say to him about the whole yesterday conversation. But yes. Hello.
Hey, Big day.
Yes, I wish I could come watch, but I'm sure you have it handled. He looks very worried. That's fine.
Now, I was wondering if you could do something for me.
Yeah, anything, of course.
You've kept this stuff from me for quite a long time, so I don't want to know ifs or buts, really.
No, reasonable.
Could you write down the formula of the thing you made?
Yes, I can. I
not for me
certainly
right
have
now.
it. No, I'll fish it out. Yes, and I'll.
I have a friend who I think might be able to help me, and maybe if maybe with that I might be able to get some more answers that you know.
Yes, it's destiny is certainly come a knocking, as it were.
Yeah.
Right. Good luck.
Yeah. Handshake.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
And
classic.
You guys would you get out of bed. It's not a normal morning, as it were, but you are, you're getting on. You get up. You're putting your armor on. You're having a light breakfast. You don't want to be completely full of sausage when doing fights. That'd be gross. You feel. No,
you fight better when you're hungry.
Oh, the halfling chef, he's made great food though. So you all have to make a wisdom save to not overeat, and then anyway, no, don't do that. That'd be silly.
I made big bowls of the fartiest breakfasts.
Yes, beans. But no, everyone else is obviously up and about. But as you again, they're all paying a lot more attention to you, and as you're kind of walking towards the gate, the count's already there with his stone goat to ride. Well, no, he's not got it out yet because he doesn't get out in front of everyone. But he's at the gate, and everyone's sort of you know the bit in Lord of the Rings, the third one, when the knights are going to go back and take Osgiliath, and people like handing flowers and like grabbing at their sleeves, like it's a bit like that, and you kind of feel across like okay, everyone is very much relying on you guys in the situation, and you guys get an inspiration die. Have an inspiration die.
Unpleasant.
Have it. Alright, I'll take it. Have a break.
Is it just any roll you get to
It's basically
advantage?
any D20, yeah, you can re-roll.
Is it before or after the fact?
I think it's after. It's one of those things where it says it's after it's rolled, but not before the DM says that it failed, which is like every
Okay.
DM. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
You can grant yourself inspiration.
Yeah. I think it's basically like the lucky feat. I think works basically.
I think pretty much that, yeah. You look at your result and you think, I maybe should try that again without knowing whether it's gonna work or not.
Because of the way that like I do things, which is I immediately go it fails as soon as I see a number.
Yeah.
True.
I'm not gonna be a douche about that.
You're gonna give us 2 more seconds.
You gotta get in there quick. Inspiration. Anyway, as you make your way out of the walls, again, do you summon a beast again to ride? Oh no, your beast still exists.
Yeah, I don't waste the spell slot.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Well,
If
I will
you
change the spell as well,
if it
so I have
doesn't-
something else of it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
might not be the
It's great. Like it's just bad when your steed dies and then you need it and you don't have it prepared. And you're like, ah, shit. That happened a few times.
Man, we've stepped out of these gates enough times, looking death in the eye. Why does this feel worse?
I think it's.
I don't think it does.
I mean, it's
Because people know.
the there's certainly a different kind of expectation when it's on the future of everyone. I mean, there was before as well, I suppose,
Yeah.
but this time it just seems more serious, like more than usually. But
Yeah, I guess
I'm sure we're gonna be fine. We're all very strong. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Okay, You would again half a mile out or so. The Count happy to get on his magic goat statue, and you can see, in fact, that at the forest edge where the other day Trunk was waiting for you guys with his horn. You see John Doomsayer is out there with a small contingent of hobgoblins, probably about 6 or so, and each of whom has a goblin with them by their side. And
they look so neatly packed together.
Yeah, they're kind of like they're not in a 5 foot square. They're clumped very hard together.
Nice.
But yeah, the John Doomsayer, of course, as you approach, he kind of looks at you and says, "Which ones? Who is it who spoke? Us, goblins again?"
I think he's asking for you.
Yep.
And was it? Come, follow us.
Hey, I never look awkward, would Let's look.
Yeah.
It has own.
Oh, by the way, little power move. We should all bring probably wands.
Lungs.
Yeah, I mean lung, of course.
Lungs with
big
guys.
power move right there, man.
The clerics with you. Let me just grab him.
We're gonna take away the druid staff from the hag, because I think it would be a good show of power just to have the 3 staffs of the hags with us.
Oh, sure, yeah, you can. Well, to be honest, actually, one of the Dragonborn would probably come along to watch as well, because they would be, I think, probably it would be Rhea, the white Dragonborn, who doesn't say a whole lot. She's been sent to keep an eye on what's going on. But you guys have a whole lot, because you got the stars as well. So you got a mighty fighting force.
Let's just take out all the goblins.
Are there any secret stars we don't know about who are here?
There are no secret stars. I mean, I guess Leon is sort of. Leon's not coming. I mean, whatever.
He's not really a star, though, right? He's more.
Did you make Barry Burton?
Barry Burton, yeah.
But he wasn't in that one fucking riot team or whatever they were.
It's Crisp. Crisp's here. Alska, obviously. Barry Burton is a dwarf, and Jill Sandwich are all flanking Count. Keep guns loaded. This is all of them. Usually it's just 2 at a time. The others can rest.
What about Sheva?
Sheva is not a star.
Man,
She's not.
She not.
Seeing
she's-
all these
she's
guys,
never-
I feel like we should have a second campaign, and
No.
every person gets to play a star member, because these guys are like their own D&D group.
Yeah. Well, you have to. You have to stand still, fire, run completely the opposite direction, and then turn around.
Quick
Fire.
turn, yeah.
How do controllers work in turn-based combat?
Yeah.
They can only move in straight lines. They can't use
No, guys. I know nothing about.
Yeah, Chris, he's new.
Dude, Chris could just run around fucking shotgunning.
That's true, and Ken Leondi, by his later game, he's got a combat role. He's this Dark Souls character.
I want to
Anyway.
say another idea would be they just play on D&D 4 or 3 rules.
Oh, the
Probably
best
4.
thing, there's too many options for the cleric guys with the would you guys want Nevo to come? He'd come if you'd like him to come.
I mean, I would.
I don't know.
Personally, but there's no reason. So
He's not going to learn anything.
Honestly,
We'll definitely invite the Tritons to come.
We're
if they
bringing
want
a
to.
lot of high value people right now.
Sure.
I think Nebo at least should be probably staying.
Maybe Nebo could be in the stadiums, and like in Pokemon where Brock shouts like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" like.
Leave the ball with them.
Yeah,
and
the
he'll
anime is from the goblin's perspective,
shoot a flare up when
so they need Nevo to explain
and
the
Nevo
technique.
could tune in on the crystal ball, and he could just watch and show everyone back in the town. That would be silly. You could do it if you want. Anyway, of course the message descending is back there. Anyway, so the John Doomsayer would inform you that the route you're gonna take, that he's gonna take you, is following this way down and then here, essentially, as the Mammoth clan's home is found a mile or 2 away from the quarry. So you're actually quite close to it when you were here.
It's about the route we took out.
Well, you went this way. You went past this guy, and they are not going past this guy.
Oh yeah, but when we left the quarry, we came out that way.
Yeah, more or less, yes. It's a little bit further. So it's not super far. It'll be he looks at your mount, so it's going to be difficult. It might have to take a slightly longer route, but to accommodate the beasts, but no problem. Is no problem. And he'd set off, and it's very awkward. The goblins obviously can't understand what anyone of you guys are saying, and but also are aware that one of you can understand them. So like, I don't know. They seem to be deciding like staying silent is probably the best idea. Every now and again, actually, make it. Who would care? Ryan and Keldus are the most experienced with martial things. Could you guys make a perception check?
Sure.
Because you would know about this issue. Okay, and Keldus, every now and again, as they're walking, one of the goblins who stand behind the hobgoblins will reach down and grab something. And you notice that basically the thing about chainmail is if it's not like super well made, rings will just fall off it as it's like as you move in it. And every time like a ring pops off one of these guys' chainmail, a goblin scoops it up and puts it in a little bag.
So like they're saving it kind of because they're quite low metal, aren't they?
It's that presumably that seems to be the case, yeah.
Okay.
And you'd also know that like a piece of steel of that size wouldn't require like heat to work. You would just literally like hammer it back
Push it
around.
Yeah.
It's obviously like not perfect, but that works more or less.
Okay.
John Doomser, he feels a bit awkward when no one's talking, so he would ask, have you prepared yourselves well?
We have.
Well, yeah, you don't understand.
That's true. I can't say
Sorry,
anything.
say nothing.
That's good, but
I kick the ground.
Oh, damn.
Let's take a look. No, only works on me. Damn.
yeah.
I would just say, well, yeah, whatever we could, and I would let everyone else know what he said. And I'd also tell the goblins to feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I mean,
Yes. Some of them are a little suspicious of others, but and he would say like he would shout over like, "Hey, cheer up! This is the first proper war we've had in years." And you hear some of them kind of scoff at the word "proper" because it's like a bit unorthodox. But we'll celebrate afterwards. It'll be a great feast. I also must say, your young friend, the young prince, Trunk, he was quite keen to prove himself for this, but no, I'm afraid he didn't quite. He had a bad matchup in the first round. I didn't see the final. I'm sure I'll have to do some patching up when I get back, but it seems likely that you will also be facing one of our odd friends, Shell, the cold-hearted. Very, very straightforward. He'll follow the rules, but
He followed the rules. But
again, this is all very peculiar. But yeah, you would continue you guys to walk down.
let everyone know there's going to be a loose cannon.
Loose cannon cop.
so we need to get him out first, I guess.
So if there's anything you'd like to ask him on the way, it's a while. It's pretty far. You could ask.
So
Time. No, sort of.
how's the weather here?
Cold. There's a winter.
Obviously asking Yaz to.
Yeah, I'm translating through like this.
He seems a little confused by the question. Like, yes, it's cold.
Ooh.
And,
It's cold.
I hand.
So look, what do you eat here, primarily?
Well,
We're trying to figure that out.
we in better times, very well. We are somewhat restricted in our hunting grounds the last few years. We eat from the giant beetles in the quarry, though it is risky for us to hunt them. And he sort of like holds his axe quite close to him at that.
Hmm. Did we eat them?
Yeah, you could.
The rust monsters,
they,
yeah,
were,
we did, yeah.
they were plentiful and very high in protein, as bugs are. Not like nice, but
Good job.
And we grow in the lowlands. We grow. Well, we eat whatever grows, but I have and he sort of looks quite pleased with himself. I have ways to make things grow. The shamans are experienced. You see, we are. Without us, we'd all be starving. I tell you.
Speaking of growing things, do you know anything about? There's an island of There's an island. There's a place where there's fruit trees, right, or something like that.
Yes, there is. The island down to the south. I'm going to put you guys on the prototype of the new map. I think it's not. Oh no, hang on. I have a slightly better version of our upload. But
the Dragonborn told us about that, right?
Yes. There is a map. There is an island to the south that has. It is raised. It's like 30 feet cliffs all around it, and then there are green summer trees on top of it, which produce fruit. Where is it? There it is. Do you want to find the map? Save that. But yeah, he would say.
Yeah, does he know anything about that?
That is an island of spirits. You see, forest spirits. I've never. Well, once in my youth, I'm fairly certain I saw one, but beyond that, they keep to themselves up there. Every now and again, I believe that there was a great hero whose name is tragically lost, but a man went out there and he came back with the thing about our stories is that they are communicated down, and usually that's fine, but his stories, from what I understand, were very confusing. And thus, by the time they were taught to my master, he didn't think it was worth repeating.
Okay.
He was not a... He taught me all the classics.
Okay.
Let me just get this. Okay. I'll put you on this map. This is the new map. It's not finished, but don't worry about it. I mean, this map that you're currently on wasn't finished either.
Oh, is that the one you were talking about?
This is, not
What
finished.
were the dates?
I mean, it's just like a slightly better resolution, and it is technically all redrawn, but anyway.
We've got I can't remember what they're called, but like height markings and whatever.
It's also the sea, and I was about to say crenellations, but that's not right. It is God, what is it? I'm not going to think about it. I'm going to go crazy, but I'm annoyed I can't remember what it's called. Contour lines.
Yeah.
Geography.
Oh shit, guys! The index is being attacked by the dragon turtle. We have to go back.
Oh no, that's not a bit of fun. But yeah, basically, he would explain that they don't go there. He would also say that there's that gods live there.
Okay. This bit here.
But also, one of them asked you if God was with you on your boat last time. So.
Oh yeah. Just skill.
Just pure skill.
Pure skill.
10% skill. Anyway,
I think there's some concentrate power of will as well.
And a lucky lemon boat. Well, not so lucky for the previous owners, I guess.
No, quite unlucky for them. But yeah, any other main questions? Otherwise he'll just take you guys straight there, which is fine. I have a map for that. Well, I have a picture of it.
I guess we'd continue on.
Oh, they don't know about. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fine.
What do they not know about? I mean, he might.
Which they can't go past. They haven't gone past like this bit because that's where their enemy is, right? Or somewhere. Like just
For some reason, I can't.
west, right?
Oh no, they would know it's over there because the other hobgoblins are over there, and they are.
Yeah, that's what they are.
In not times of war, they're quite merry.
Okay.
And you know like everyone is related to everyone on either side. Like they're all. It's a. Well, but he would explain that there's the break, which is this thing.
That's where the hell comes out.
There's a ball to hell there, he says. And the world is covered in this big stone wall to the north, south, and west, and the sea to the east. And there is obviously the great long stone tree. They don't really know what a bridge is in this case. And they
can't go on it either, obviously.
Well, they don't go on that. No, they don't know the wall. And he would explain as well, like there's a, it's
only 20 meters long.
I think that's M for miles.
Oh.
There we go. I put the MI. There we go. Miles. Yeah, I put the wrong one. There we go. Miles. 20 miles, roughly. Again, it's also not like a mile wide, like the picture would imply, but. No, he would also say that there was a time when the bridge was complete. That was back when Ring the Master. One of his many stories was how there was a great thunderous explosion, and the bridge collapsed, or a piece of the bridge into the river. No, they don't know. Again, wrath of God. He probably was angry that they hadn't done a good war recently.
Small face.
Mori, yeah. Other things, he would say that there is a swamp. Well, again, this area, the next to the river, is basically all swampland upwards. Again, I have not finished this map, so it's not clear. But there
the
is
Dark swamp area.
This area up here.
It's a blight town.
Is the scene of Ring's first when Ring the Master did his thing, became famous, and that is the scene of this battle where there's a lot of he would refer to it as like the corpse marsh, and the dead live there, and that's kind of annoying because they can't really do anything about that.
That is bad.
He also mutter about how when a scout was going out that way to try and look at scout out this area, he didn't get too far, but he did say that he saw a guy wandering around out that way, like a human guy, which is not right because A, no one there shouldn't be any humans over there, and B, if he's wandering around there, he probably would get killed by all the corpses that live out there. They don't go there. It's Ravenholm. Is that what that place is called? Yeah, it is. Ravenholm. We don't go there. That's where that. You don't want to go out there. And also, there's a certain kind of beast that lives up that way as well. That is attracted by the corpses. That it makes for an excellent feast. But it's that's only for only Ivor and Wedge, when they were alive and were chums and not in war, they would hunt out that way because they were tough. But no one's that great anymore, and he seems quite sad about that. There are no heroes left amongst the Hobs.
Jeez.
But yeah, any other thing he would explain about the geography? Gods live up to the north as well. God lives up here, so don't go up there unless you want to annoy God. A God.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Nope.
Hey, ooh. And the very difficult bugbears live in the rocky terrain beyond this hill.
Very sneaky.
The bugbears, for the most part, sometimes a good bugbear will show up, he would point out. Like, of course, Taskwife, Hush Sneakfoot. she's a good egg. She doesn't sneak around. She runs right at him and hits him. Oh no, her strategy has been revealed. She's a tough one. But yeah, and beyond that, no one recently has been further than that because again these bugbears are annoying, and the witch, the green hag, the forest witch was not keen on them. She advised against them going too much further north. So they didn't. Plus, they have other things to be working on. Okay. Well, after not like the longest amount of travel, you go down here, and it's not even that far. What am I doing? All right, Mar. So it's still morning, getting on for midday, when you guys come across. You go past the tower that you first came by, and you go down along the side of the hollowed out hill, and you come across this place. Let me reveal the note that this is.
Oh, a note.
I have a picture of the town. Very, very rough one. There it is. Yeah. You on the way, you've been passing little wooden, like, log houses, spaced out sparsely. But you come into a clearing which is filled with the bones of mammoths. Mammoth skulls are sort of littered around, and their rib cages are sort of like forming like pathways, essentially, like kind of like fence posts, I guess. Not quite so nice. But, and there is a big pit in the middle and a great big fire burning, and you actually pass by some standing big stones with drawings on them. Again, you see another one of this guy, and you see this one as well. There's a few others which I'll show you later when I draw them all. But yeah, this is another one that you see up there. Let me... Right, okay. I mean, is there anything anyone specifically want to do on the arrival, or shall I press forward? Fast forward. No.
Is it like just houses? It's not like
I mean, they're not labelled.
There's no neon shop signs.
There's no shop signs. There does not appear to be a bustling commerce.
Yeah. I wouldn't imagine it, but is there like music or anything like for this war or anything, or is there like?
Oh well, there's quite a lot. There's a big crowd around the fire, and you can kind of tell that there's more people here than there kind of should be. Like, there's definitely been a lot of people have gathered.
There's like a crowd.
A lot of hobgobs around, and you can see that actually there's a couple guys who are bandaged up near the fire. And on arrival, actually, John Doomsday would rush forward to to attend to some of the wounded, and particularly you see your best friend Trunk has been. He looks pretty badly beat up. He's got I had the idea to draw another token of him with like bandages on his head, like unnecessary. But Trunk looks pretty beat up. And
Trunk.
A lot of other older looking but similarly tough other hobgoblins are kind of bleeding, a bit bruised, and someone stands up very much sitting around the fire. Also looks somewhat like damaged, but clearly the winner of these fights, as everyone. Some hobgoblins are like, saying like congratulations. Other ones seem kind of annoyed that this guy's won. There's someone wrapped up in a big cloak, and they have a big like rock next to them. What looks like a rock at the moment. And they're huddled near the fire. And as you approach, they stand up, and you see, and they turn around. The cloak falls off their shoulders, and it ain't a hobgoblin.
Whoa!
There's a wizard man. He's got a spear with a stone, like purpley stone.
It's like a chameleon.
And you can see that his shield is made out of one of those flail snails.
Oh.
I'm in awe.
Theo?
And, yes.
Hey, Orion, any ideas on this?
It's like amazing.
I'm pretty pleased. I'm pretty pleased. But yeah.
That is amazing, yeah.
But yeah, he kind of you see he points at you guys and like asks a question to a hob nearby, and they sort of shrug, and he sort of doesn't see. It's pretty hard to read this guy's face.
Yeah.
His expression does not change.
Do you speak lizard, Yas?
Does he speak lizard?
Does anyone know what that is?
You guys don't. I mean, he's a lizard man, but
Yeah.
whether you're familiar with lizard
Seems
folk
like a monster
specifically-
that's not just a monster, but smart.
It's like a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And did you
he
see
kinda
that shield from the weird snail thing?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
he-
We
it's
didn't find that.
with
As
their
you guys-
people, I guess.
As you guys are talking, it walks over and it says, in Goblin, in a kind of like, it's clearly not meant to speak Goblin, like from its vocal, but it speaks very flatly. He's just like, "Will I be fighting you?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he leaves.
Oh damn! I want to just go up to him.
His voice was much deeper than I thought it would be. I
that
expected
not
some
a-
squeaking and squawking.
A strange
big.
dragonborn?
He's bigger than everyone else. He's not a large creature, but he is like he fills his
there.
whole he fills the square. He is very clearly not dragonborn as well. Like that is a. There are some people who probably like
Comparisons are well.
yeah. There would be people the hobgoblins
Racism.
are probably like. There's definitely some of them who are thinking like, is that guy one of these? Like, Encampus is definitely like getting a few like especially like confused like looks like, what the hell is that? I will let you look at the map because you guys can see it. It's literally just in the middle of the town. There is the where do I put it? Is this it? Yes, this. Okay. It's here. It's quite big. This is the battle map. You have to zoom out quite far to see all of it.
Oh boy.
It's about 90 feet, I believe. Yeah, 90 feet across.
Damn.
As a square, and there is a central raised platform with a tree, with some trees and rocks around. There's a ditch, and there's a pool of water.
Are there any oil barrels?
Oh, are we playing
There are no
Conquest?
big red oil barrels, no. And there are
Probably
six
not.
Where's the sniper spawn?
Yeah.
All the
Do
poison
do we
barrels.
collect points with the flame spots? Do we have to like
No,
hold them?
Oh,
So
mate.
there are pits and they're elevated.
Where's the rocket launcher?
As you guys arrive, you guys have arrived, and you would be greeted by Benner, who would explain that the judges are going to be on this bit. Like everything that goes on has to go on inside, like this area, as it were.
Right.
Would you ask about flying out of it?
If the fight were to naturally progress to the edge and beyond the border, is that disallowed, or?
Well, I mean, she'd probably explain that there's going to be a lot of hobgoblins standing on the edge watching.
So like they're like on the edge, so you can't really get up there because they're like people standing there essentially.
And I would just ask, what about up?
She kind of she kind of like shakes her head at me. Is like, we didn't think about that. And again, it doesn't usually come up. So it's not against the rules. Some folk here might consider it. Well, to be fair, some folk would probably be angry, but some folk would be very impressed.
So it's a 50-50 shot.
It's not against the rules.
Well, I guess that's an answer.
None of them can fly.
This map is chugging.
I'm just gonna say, like, I'll do it like not before we jump in there. I could have done it before because it's got a huge time in it, but like after knowing that like they can do a lot of damage together, I'm gonna cast aid on Yaz, Miss Fernbrand, and Balin because they get smacked.
And you cast at a higher level, of course, because of your.
I do cast it at a higher level, so I can target an additional person.
Doesn't increase
Oh, no, it makes the health points.
It's even better. Well,
it's like 10 hit
even
points
better.
extra.
Yeah, so you will have 10 more hit
10,
points.
10.
Goofy boys.
Thank you.
Who is that again?
You, Miss Fernbrand, and Balin.
Kalidas,
Yes.
take this, and I give you my experimental potion.
Okay.
Take it when, well, I think there's like one effect left that we haven't discovered yet. Take it when you feel like it. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'll take those very loose instructions and deploy them.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
and kind of just walk off.
Now that you guys are all here, there's a lot. Everyone's kind of now watching and looking, and there's definitely a lot of like people kind of jeering, like
Who let those
Have
foreigners in?
Tusk. You hear a few people shout, and other such shouting about. But the band would be happy to, if you guys need any time to prepare. And she'd also say loudly state that because of how unorthodox this is, she will allow you guys to choose where you want to enter from, which everyone else is very annoyed at. There's a lot of booing and calling her a coward and shouting. You hear people shout saying draw, and she is not listening to them.
What do they want?
Traditionally, in duels like small scale duels, this is we use this for training and for duels, but traditionally you would select where you come in by random lot, and she would point to the torches. But again, this is not normal times. If you would choose this, then I will not deny it, but
Oh, jeez.
I will let you enter as you please. We have the home advantage good enough, and she would say that loudly after explaining it to you. And also, if anyone has a problem with it, they can come fight her right here and right now. And she grabs her big old spear and clanks it on the ground, and everyone sort of quiets down.
That works for me.
Power
I'm
move.
just reading the terrain correctly. So the center part is raised, yes?
The part is raised, yep, 10 feet up. So it is a quite steep cliff. You wouldn't have to make a check, but other people would have to halve their speed to climb it.
I mean, there's a torch up there if we wanted to start on the high ground.
That's true.
Assuming that the torches are our potential starting
You
points.
can start on any of the torches, definitely.
Well,
Yeah.
if we're on the torch area, I'd assume they'd surround us, so they'd attack us from all sides, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Also, yeah, the way that the drawing would work as well is not that you each would choose. You'd each randomly be placed, essentially.
Yeah.
And they would be as well, in theory.
I think it's better if we kind of face them head on. At least for me, anyway. I don't know about you guys, because I can. The way how my things work, usually if they're close together, my abilities work better. Let's say like.
You want them to group up, like.
Yeah, but they're also more dangerous if they're close together. So, but I don't think we can really help that. I think one way or another they're gonna fight together.
By the way, does this read as mud? This is mud, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Will it have any effect on movement?
No, not really. It's not like super wet. If it had been raining, it definitely would be slippery. You don't know how deep this pool is, by the way. It looks like it's kind of dirty, so it could be very deep, or it could be like.
But excuse me, which pool are you talking about?
This one, top right.
Oh, this is. Oh, okay.
That's the way I'm using the water. Anyway,
I mean, if you want a strategic position, I guess he would just be here, and they may have to split up if they don't want to run into the pool, right?
I'm not. I mean,
Oh, so this is water. Yes, okay. Got it.
It's like Balin could stand here, shoot people as they come.
Okay, I'm going for the high ground. How tall's that tree?
that tree is probably a good 20 feet tall, at least.
Good.
Probably more than that. It's probably like 30 feet. The upper branches you wouldn't really be able to get into very well, but you can get 20 feet up in it.
I'm just thinking that if we were starting this position, we can naturally split them up. Unless they want to run in the mud. Which they probably
Presumably they'll be able to pick where they start.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, couldn't they just pick where we start?
Are you going to ask if that's the case?
Well, that's...
Yeah, can they
what
stand
it was
literally next to
implied,
us?
wasn't it?
Who does first?
If you were asked if that would be clarified, she would say they could choose the same starting point, yes.
Oh, jeez.
In theory. They might, you know, she would say that's very unorthodox, but this is very unorthodox. It may not occur to them to choose the same starting location because it's not meant to be the way it works. But
right.
We should look mean up close. You know,
exactly. I'll put the judges in it here.
What if we do random?
Oh my gosh, guys.
I think that's a surefire way to get Balin
separated.
this background down very easily.
Hey, I can cover a lot of ground if I need to, but I'd rather not have to.
Hey, it's right. Your hit points are basically doubled now, aren't they?
Yeah, well, like 150%. No, yeah, I went from 30 to 40.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I've only got 44, so.
Yeah, I mean that's beefy. You all got good AC and stuff.
Look at all that beef.
So is the pool wadable?
Well, you sank
If
it.
you're off, you would say that the middle is quite deep. Is deeper than a man. The outsides of it are sort of
You can
you
get by.
can wade, but then there's like a steep drop in the middle.
So this is probably difficult terrain.
That'd be difficult.
Yeah, that's the implication. Well, I think the top left is a good idea. Unless they choose the same position, then that'd be kind of bad. But we don't
And they do have a lot of cover though coming in.
That's true.
I'm making a beeline for that high ground.
Yeah,
I don't think we'd be forward at all, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if we were to stand here and you would go to then you're alone in the middle. We have to stick
You
together at
true
some
that.
point.
You have seen that they do have javelins and stuff like as standard. Most of them. Just so you can know.
I mean, I guess we could start in the middle, but there's just the risk of being surrounded. So
True.
yeah.
Well, and as you guys are like discussing, you can see that the other crew, the other team has also are together and are looking you guys over, and some of them are talking to each other, kind of hushed, so they are also like looking over at the field as well.
From my military background, would there be a particularly obviously advantageous position, or is this really just down to us?
I mean, up is good for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would be pretty exposed up in this tree. It's not like super bushy, so you
No.
probably wouldn't provide much cover. And you'd be screwed if you're there on your own.
Yeah. I guess top left or bottom right then for us.
The tree would be like a quarter cover or whatever, and then like if you were prone, probably 3/4 cover. It's a big rock to cut. There's not loads of cover.
No.
There's some, but it's not like perfect. I guess you could probably make the case that you could try and kite them around the middle. In theory, would be something that you could think, but I don't know. I there is no answer that I think is the right
Sure.
answer.
Yeah, I suppose the only advantage Balin really has is I can probably go over this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Does anyone else have opinions on this? Or are we
If
just
you
gonna...
think we can hold the top right, or hold wherever, I just don't want to get pushed against a wall as well.
Yeah, I guess, but like,
I think we're overthinking. I think.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I think my role is to get in the way and hit things, and I can do that for most of the here. So
alright, if no one has an opinion, I'd suggest the top left. Anyone thinks that's a terrible idea.
I'll make the decision perhaps slightly easier, because as you guys are taking time discussing, the other guys come forward and say that if they get to choose where they start, they're going to start in the middle, because then they can come. That's the closest to all the other points. So no matter where you pick,
They're gonna run at us.
they'll be ready.
okay.
So they're going to start in the middle.
That's
That's what
fair.
they say.
That's fair. I can respect that. I guess.
The obvious one is top left.
Now, are you sure you don't want to start in the hole?
I'll split them up.
Let's go
That's like
top left
the
then.
worst point, dude.
I'd be happy to be in the top left.
The top left one is probably best then because it's all difficult terrain.
It's
Yeah.
been suggested, and I've seen no reason to make a
Okay.
counter argument, so I will go there.
Alright, that's
Um,
And the rock is 10 feet up from any side of the rock.
Yeah.
It's quite a tall. Probably from the back, it's more of a slope upwards, but it's a flat-topped rock essentially. Yeah.
So Balin already would have a point to
Oh,
shoot
yeah.
down from, so that's good.
Well, they are 10 feet up as well on here.
Yeah,
so
but they're
you would
gonna
not-
come at us, alright?
Sure. Okay. Well, again, as you guys are You've chosen your place, and everyone's like, "Oh, good, finally." You hear someone saying something like, "Oh, it's much quicker when we just pull straws." But it's been dealt with, so there's no problem. If you guys want to drag yourselves on into your sign position in the top left, then I'd be happy for that, and I'll grab these guys.
Yes, boss.
And there's not really a way in. You just sort of like slide down the side of this like pit. It's been. You can tell that it's kind of been reinforced with like planks of wood. I was going to draw them, but I didn't in the end. I didn't have time. That's fine. So it's not going to like cave down. Again, the mud is kind of splat under your feet, and there's some snow, but it's having difficulty finding purchase on the wet mud. I shall grab.
Can I jump down like a Power Ranger?
You can jump down however you want. I think is
Yeah, but no matter what, you land in shit like the rest of us.
Yeah.
I'll probably just jump to the rock.
The farty noise mud.
It's actually a good idea to know with the sinking point, because he has to push people into that.
I will draw a little
Orion
line around it. Yeah, it's these squares essentially.
Is Orion gonna become one with the mud?
I don't know.
Just
I can swim through it.
Yeah,
Hide in the mud. Lie down.
Yeah, like Predator.
Yeah. And you
Come here, kill me!
And as you got everything setting up, the hobgoblins all start chanting and singing some of as you recognize the fact one of the generic war song about the great Bark and Root and how they fought and they air their grievances, and you kind of you see that they're finding it difficult to think of things to be annoyed at you about. Like you guys showed up, and like this would be the point where people would shout like, "I'm really annoyed at what you did last year, and I'm going to hit you for it now."
No.
But again,
they haven't got any like beef to like.
They haven't got any special beef, which is annoying, other than racism, which is
So they would land on the crutch of racism.
As always. She's huge. She's big. Even I always. It's always surprising.
She's so big.
This guy is here.
Oh my god.
I guess we should start singing the song of our people.
What's
We get knocked down, but we'll go up again.
We gotta keep me down.
You see the count is trying to join in over the din, and the as well. He's trying to. It's not too one-sided, and yeah. In response to all the other guys cheering,
It's just like a High School Musical.
They're gonna love sport, aren't
That
they?
made its way to Gavel. I thought that was just a Norse marching tune.
They love sport.
Chris Greenfield starts doing a football chant, and the others all.
Okay.
Who am I missing? Oh, it's her.
Can I give I'd like to make 2 experimental potions by using my spell slots, which means I can decide what the effect is.
Yeah, sure, love it.
And I think I'd like to give one to Orion and one to Kalidas, to give them both +1 to AC, or even it out with the other spell, which is 20 AC for both.
Yeah, that's not the one I want.
It's unrelated to the other potion you have, Kalidas. That's just a bonus.
Alright, we all have
What's
one
one
more
sorry?
on us, don't we?
For 10 minutes, you have AC +1. So with all the other bonuses, both you and Orion have 20 AC now.
Nice.
For 10 minutes, so we can do it just about before the battle starts. So you don't have to do it in the thing.
I'm hoping this fight doesn't last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was so many rounds.
A long fight.
There is the mud.
That's the mud.
There isn't.
Are you guys okay with your positions, Orion,
What's this?
Kalidas?
Yep.
We gotta stop
Yep.
him coming at you.
Hmm?
We gotta stop him coming at you, so yeah, I'm happy where I am.
Really a large creature.
Yeah, bugbears. She's a bugbear.
I didn't know they're large.
Yeah, they're large. When you play as them, they don't count as large.
Right.
That's why they get reach.
Yeah.
Let me be
Okay.
metagame for a second. Kalidas, if you step 1 to the left,
She's not like
they can't attack you from the side because there's a big
she's
pole.
not like 10
of mud.
feet tall, but she's very wide and has long arms. She's controlling that much space.
Right. Okay.
Her token does make her look real big.
Yeah,
compared to the
it's just like 8 feet tall.
Orion, you can sit in the deep water, right?
You could.
I could, yeah.
Poisonous.
Can you breathe mud?
The water is water. The mud. It's muddy water.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It's gross, muddy, horrible water, but it is water. That stuff. I mean, you could try tunnel through the mud. It'd be easier than tunnel through.
I'm happy to stand there if I can stand it up. It's fine. I don't mind this rain.
You can, no, that's fine. That's within. It's within.
It's just to shield your side, I thought, so they don't like surround you so easily.
I'm going to get surrounded regardless. But
Yeah, but like
Are
that's
you
one
on the
side,
map,
that's-
Sam? I can't see you.
yes, I am.
I'll try reloading.
I'll reload. Yeah.
I couldn't see anyone, so I had to
Really?
reset. Yeah.
Oh gosh. Oh nice. Look at that. 53 out of 43 health. I love it.
Where's Ramsey?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
He's
I
the
got
judge.
I got distracted. He is a judge, and
I should probably be on top of you as well.
let me
honestly.
find.
Don't shoot me, Bailey.
These guys are still in the monster tab, so I get lost. Because they're monsters. I can't believe you guys are talking to monsters. Fucking gross.
As long as I
Should just kill them on site.
So
Long as a glass of water and he drinks it down, he starts gargling the Sagwin war gargle. Much better water.
Here's your boy counts here to watch. Now these guys assembled your enemies on this hill. They look pretty intimidating. They look pretty daunting. They're a rough lot of rough stuffs. And but you guys are holding fast. You guys don't look so weak yourselves. I assume yes, you put your armor on. I assume.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Just checking.
Got my armor on.
Pre-fight.
It's
Everyone, would you do it in front? Would you have worn it the whole time on the journey, or would you do it?
I
in front?
couldn't have because I would have been slower than everyone.
Yeah. You join the fight halfway through when you catch up.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
just 10 turns, dude.
Just me and Crisp lagging
It
behind.
takes 10 minutes to put on heavy armor, right?
Not
Usually,
You can do it instantly.
he has a thing.
Oh yeah, you can do your,
I mean,
your
that-
magical move.
That's only gonna cost some attention. Oh. Ooh.
That's the thing. Yes, as you do that, people are the hoglins nearest you. They're like very busy going like, "Rrr," and they just stop. They are aghast for a second, but then they start shouting things like "bloody witches," yeah. Will you
Turn me into a noob.
and
Calm down.
like Shomu's boss Flax, and they're calling up these guys, and when Rug like gets up a Rug dumbass and like he holds up his knives, and all the goblins who are watching go, yeah! and he's very very pleased with himself.
He's a goblin all-star wrestler, isn't he?
He's definitely the hero of the goblins. He's the strongest goblin.
Amazing.
I'm trying to find other people, but yeah.
Yeah. We thinking we've got any particular priority targets? If there's someone you want me to put down first, now's the time.
Probably the green one.
I think the green one as well.
You're gonna need to be more specific.
As long
Nah.
Oh, God.
she's on top of this
I
rock.
certainly hope I roll well on this.
Well, I think generally killing the thing with the lowest health just means someone's out of the fight. Or maybe just the healer,
if
so that he
these-
can't res them.
If these gnome bolts do what they're supposed to, I'll try and knock anyone down that's up close and personal.
I'd say healer, and then
You know that he's definitely the oldest. Is this guy? So if following regular rules, he should be like the least hardy.
We got pretty bombed in that fight earlier.
He
We
got pretty beefed by a Bargus, yeah.
Yeah, then I'll
We figured out that the flail snail shields had weird powers, didn't we?
I don't think you guys ever shot.
We didn't
one
fight
thing,
it.
but you did know that it was. You definitely like.
it was magic.
Try and
You can
tell
tell
us.
it's magic.
It was definitely magic.
You know
and
what?
you can
I had one in my dojo place. There was one on display.
yes,
You said.
yes, I remember. Yes. So you would know that the flail snail has the shell of them has they're tough to get through with magic, and depending on how fresh it is, it might have some some additional effects, and it looks
Right,
pretty
it
fresh.
wears out over time.
It does not. It looks shiny and new. This guy went and killed a flail snail and heard it scream, and he didn't even care.
Oh, that's brutal. He cried in its shell, and he did
Shell
damage.
cold.
Don't even care.
Cold-hearted fuck.
I can't believe it has a cry ability.
It's so good. So these are here. I'll keep putting in more hobgoblins as I go when I'm not got anything else to do, which is probably not going to be. Okay. You hear a lot of the Benon starts talking about again. This is it. Whoever wins, fate has chosen, and we will honor that. As she kind of looks around, like we're going to honor that, aren't we? And people are like, people have a hard time jeering at that. Like, yes, I guess so. But someone shouted, "It's not going to happen, though." And it's like,
It's like shrug.
And she would turn and again, it's not usual to have multiple judges, but in this case, and she looks at the count, who's like, and these other guys, we are here as children of Nuada, and we will judge this fairly and squarely. And then she'd hold up her stick again. You're feeling this ceremony's not really. It's not. There's meant to be a lot of other things like going on. There's missing pieces here. But she holds up her spear sword thing, and she whispers to the count, who has like his walking stick, and sort of holds up his in the same way, and it's like, and she says, let fate decide. And she says, and she shouts, begin, and she hits the sword onto the rock, and you guys can roll initiative.
And Doomsday immediately rolls the bones for his omen, right?
I mean, we'll see.
Oh god, I forgot I have -2 initiative. I really need initiative to be high on this. Please. Please. The cards.
Oh,
no.
Please. Oh, for fuck's
You have
sake.
got inspiration.
I have inspiration. And I am
I
thinking
don't know
of
if it's the
using it.
best use, but
Frankly, I am thinking of using it because they're standing in a perfect position. So,
Yeah. I accidentally say that?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna roll already my inspiration.
oh my god.
Fingers crossed.
Fuck's sake.
I'm not going to force you to use the second one, but jeez, I'm
Oh
sorry.
man.
I'm so sorry.
Well, this sets a
real.
really good tone.
Well,
Nice.
it's fine. My crit, my miss is out of the way. I'm thinking
That's
about
true.
it there, so whatever.
I need to make
But
sure I
like,
have all the right-
guys,
You spent all that time thinking about how much slower you could have been.
the thing is,
Yeah.
what I could have done. I wanted to use the Gem of Brightness on like 5 charges to get all of them, and it would have. I could have
No,
gotten all of them
we'll see.
in range.
They still might stay grouped up.
That's true.
Yeah, they probably will because they want to fight side by side.
That
What's
would,
annoying is, like,
Yes, they are. They're all gonna shoot javelins at me, and I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I need this guy's sheet. So many sheets. Now it's time for things I bought at
it feels awkward, like having to fight Trunk's parents.
Well, Trunks is also watching, and he's kind of nearer you guys right now. He does not look pleased.
He wanted to be in there.
He absolutely wanted to be in there, and he definitely is not pleased with Cheryl Coldheart guy, because that guy is an ass, and presumably beat the bag out of him.
Yeah.
You
You said he was very wounded, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's not. He probably shouldn't be watching. He should probably be lying down, but he's not missing this.
His warrior heart doesn't allow him.
I rolled everyone.
Oh,
I'm
for
so-
fuck's sake, those rolls are pretty good.
Um,
I think it's just them on before us even.
Three.
Except Win, maybe. Win had a pretty good roll.
I think I'm the highest currently.
Yeah.
Is there a button to just like auto sort it?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can sort by descending near the bottom
I'm
of
going
your.
to zoom in my eyes and look at this and see if they've got a. Oh, I didn't rename her on her sheet. I know. Is it? It's fine. So she's just bugbear in that initiative, in that role. But okay.
On the
Numerically
turn order.
descending. There you go. Indeed, Win is first. Yes. Okay.
Oh
Well,
god, it's 3 of them in a row.
this is not 6 of them in a row.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Well, I'm at the end. And anyone who's very hurt, I can do some stuff.
See you in half an hour, guys.
Let's keep it brisk.
Alright, guys, we can do this.
Come on.
We're not gonna stop playing until this fight is over, right?
What are they all armed with, just to make sure? Tusk
Oh, yeah, okay.
Tusk Dad is
Yeah,
a great sword, right?
He's got greatsword, no shield, half plate. This guy is not wearing armor, but he has a shield and a spear. She is also this lady down here. Flax is wearing half plate and has a shield and a spear, bigger
Okay.
spear. This guy has a chain shirt, rug dumbass, not chainmail, chain shirt, and 2 knives. And I believe John is wearing a breastplate. I think it is. Let me just grab his sheet from somewhere in this. There it is. He's
Quite
wearing a
high AC then.
reasonable AC across the board. In terms of like obvious things, the lowest would presumably be. Oh, and she's wearing and Hush Sneakfoot is also not really armored. She's wearing hide armor. So in terms of AC, obvious lower ones. I mean, this guy presumably, right, because he's not got armor on.
Yeah, right?
Presumably.
Well,
This guy, because chain shirt is 15 AC, and it's heavy armor, I believe. So, or I think so. I can't remember. Anyway, and then this lady who's not wearing armor and is big, so easy as a hit. This lady definitely has the highest AC because she's half plate and a shield.
okay, I'm gonna draw my longbow and start shooting
Open.
at this one.
Okay, she's looming over. She's not in cover or anything because well, that's fine. Down up pretty tall.
Do my bonus action thing to give him some more damages.
As soon as the sword hits the ground, when the sword hits the ground, you pull out your bow. And does it hit? Let me grab her. It does.
Oh, wow.
She has 14 AC.
Okay.
Nice.
Doesn't even flinch. That's
So
what I'm
7
saying.
I'm saying. Oh, 2 attacks. Okay, both of those hit. Nice. You lose 2
Can I
arrows.
do a stunning strike? I think it must be a melee weapon,
I
right?
think it has to be that way, right?
I'm obviously not gonna do it, but
Sure.
honestly.
I
The
mean,
lizard
you know-
folk is supposed to be large as well, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
melee
no,
weapon
he's not.
attack.
Okay, he's not large. I
Okay.
made him big so you can look at his token, so you can see what he has.
Oh, you're like, whoa.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
dude,
He was big. Oh, sorry, he cast a large.
Stop making them all so big, alright?
Okay, so that is 9, 10, 16 damage done. As 2 hours. She doesn't. She kind of reels back a second. It sticks in this big wolf pelt she has on her shoulder, so it's not like she's not bloody, but she's not resisting that. Nice.
Cool. That's it.
Cool. I think that's
Oh,
correct.
Ben, you have extra health as well. I do
Yeah,
if
I've got
you- oh,
it.
you put
You
it.
already
Yeah,
put it on him, but you should.
40 is my extra health.
You shouldn't put it
No.
as your maximum. Otherwise,
Well,
No, it actually does. That's what it does. It increases your
Oh,
max.
yeah, but it just as long as you, we'll remember. We'll remember.
Yeah, I've got it saved. Don't worry.
no, yeah, it's just like the way how me and Yas have it. It's like we have to plus.
If you,
super.
if you just rate it as
Oh, that's true,
higher.
yeah.
Anyway, but the thing is, you can heal up to it as well. But we will remember.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to do maths. Okay, that's how much health they have left. Ah, they're bloody. No, they're not.
Oh, fuck yeah! Let's go, guys.
Are you gonna move all, or are you happy there?
There you go. Good job.
When?
So moving.
Yeah,
You have
I did
to-
move. That's it. I'm done.
Oh, did you? Sorry, pardon me.
I moved 5 feet.
You still got like 100. Anyway, cool.
I
Okay.
assume and Ryan and Kalidas took their 10-minute AC potion before we started fighting because we didn't say that.
As you see this, and you see Tusk goes first, and he barks a command, which when Yasla would understand, which he says to me in Goblin, and he uses his power, leadership, that's his action.
Oh, what's this?
So basically, he can add a D4 into any roll that they do. I think any time, not even as a reaction. It's just they have that.
What? Oh, Jesus. Alright, that's
Yeah,
bad.
within 30.
Yeah, hobgoblins are great. They're so good. No.
And he descends down. He jumps down. This 10 foot. It doesn't have to take full damage. And he comes up to here into this area. That was his action. So he does not do anything else.
He just looks,
Well,
he looks menacing.
he comes up and he goes. This guy smells a bit. He's tuskily uncouth. He's a bit smelly.
Ugh.
He smells like He smells like
Stinky boy.
alcohol, and he smells like smoke, and a little bit of dirt as well.
Right. I will take a shot with a walloping bolt. Take an aimed shot at John.
Okay, he's just standing at the back. What's John do? You can shoot John. That's fine. That does hit. That's his AC. 15 is his AC.
Cool.
Nice. So he has to make a
So
strength
that
check.
was with advantage, so I do get the sneak attack. And he's got to make a DC 10 strength.
He fails. Oh no, John crit failed his strength. John's like reaching his bag to get his dice out to see what the fate is going to say. He looks over, a boxing glove bolt, punches him in the face, and knocks him on his ass.
Well, they work.
Does a crap
He
load of
fall on the ground.
he falls. He falls over prone like that. Yeah, he's on this log. He takes that much damage. Christ. 26.
It was an aimed shot, so I can't move.
Let me just see if he's bloodied. He is bloodied by that. You kind of hear him cough and wheeze immediately.
Like winded.
Yeah, like.
He's looking for his respirator.
He does not look good. Oh my god! Already, he is the lowest HP by a
Yeah, I mean, come on.
significant.
He's that mage person. He was.
That was pretty near max damage, mind you.
I mean,
Cool.
let's be real though, because like,
Yeah.
I have 38 health. You just did like, what, 26 to this guy? So I mean, that would
Yeah.
hit me out really badly as well.
Anyhow, nice one. Okay, it's Rug's turn. Rug grapes his knives across each other, like shwing, and no, Rug wouldn't have used his ability on that arrow. I forgot he has this ability that I gave him, but he wouldn't have used it on that because it's against the spirit of it. So he's not going to do that. He is going to wins in range. He's running a win. He leaps off the rock and flies over at him to here. He doesn't even care that Orion's right there.
Oh,
And he is going to reckless attack on Win.
that's a barbarian.
Because he doesn't care. Now the second reckless attack is with this advantage, so it's just flat.
Is it?
Oh, that
What do you mean?
His special rules.
Oh no, sorry. He rolls the first one with advantage because he's reckless, so he does 23 does hit. For some reason, I thought he would have automatically on. So the first one hits, and he does 7 slashing damage. Ooh, to win. Second one, because goblins have the goblin boss has a thing where their second multi-attack is with disadvantage, but because it's reckless, it's just flat.
Okay, sure. Oh, damn.
And then with his
That's a good
offhand
one.
bonus action, he swings with his offhand, which is less plus to hit because he has not got 2-weapon fighting.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
So am I taking? Okay, 3 hits.
3 hits,
You
yeah.
take
Uses a bonus action.
Yeah, 14 damage.
So
14.
I don't think that the 16 doesn't heat, does it?
No.
What's your AC? Is it 17?
18.
18. Okay, cool.
So we
That's
just found out why he's top goblin.
Rug Dumbass's turn.
Oh.
It's John's turn. Oh, John takes a death save. No, John, pretty damn close. What would he do in this situation? This is bad news for him. Would he heal himself? He probably would. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on himself because, spoilers, he has less than 10 HP after that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's going to cast it because he doesn't need these spell slots because it's for plant growth. He's going to cast it at 3rd level.
Come on, Q wounds always. That's like such a high Q wounds. What the fuck?
It's,
That's so high.
You hear him muttering something, and you see him holding above his hands a burning twig, which he sort of like plunges on his chest, and he leans forward. and he also uses movement to get up.
it's like an adrenaline
He
syringe.
thinks about it, and he uses his movement to fall prone. Here.
I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Get him, guys.
That's the way.
The falling down to get disadvantage on range attacks is so funny.
I really like it. It's
Oh, I would have fallen prone if I hadn't aimed shot that time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Hush has only got 30 feet movement, so she is going to. She can't. It's going to be. It's difficult terrain to go through people, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is.
2 allies.
She can only get to here. She's like on this rock,
Dude, she's
on the-
hulking
on-
enough, alright? It's not
That's a
scary
fucking
enough.
Hulk.
Jesus
and she
fucking
is
hell.
going to throw a javelin that she has.
Oh, great.
At probably Orion, because he's directly in front of them. And that
Oh,
seems
yeah. Try and
good
be like
idea.
20 AC.
That is true. You do have big AC. Where did I put a sheet? This is last time all over again.
What's your roll
Hobgoblin.
of 20? What's your
Ah, there
roll of
it goes.
20? Calling it now.
Let's reach now. Range 22.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, you got me!
5 piercing. She only has 1 attack. You think that you suspect as she chucks that javelin that if you had been in melee range, she would do significantly more damage with her weapons.
Oh, that's great. Oh, Jesus Christ.
AKA bugbears roll their weapon die twice for melee attacks because of that's what they are.
Saving face or something like that? That's another thing they have.
Yeah, they have a couple things. She's not sneaking around though, so she
For
doesn't have-
creatures, they have like a lot of racial stuff, which not other ones do really.
Yeah, hobgoblins are. I think hobgoblins are, and but goblinoids specifically hobgoblins.
Yeah,
are-
that's true.
Anyway,
There.
goblins those. Sorry, no goblins are good. Anyway, okay. Engildus, turn.
Sure.
This guy's marking you.
He is.
He's there.
I guess as he marks me, I'm gonna activate the book. I'm gonna get real swole. I'm gonna get big.
Okay,
Get huge me up.
huge you up. You don't fall in the pond.
Oh! Just imagine.
I need to roll a d6 see if I get it back.
100% safe. He was planning to run up and drop kick you into the hole. but-
Yeah, that's what I was planning here because I was like, I'm just getting big.
Amazing. Is
Yeah,
there like a gasp in the audience?
It's like some people are like, wow.
I guess that's my turn for now.
Cool. Okay.
Is it
It is Flax's turn. She is much less hot-headed than Rug. What is she gonna do? She is going to also move down this way. I think actually because it's falling, she can't go further than here, so she'll have to go here. And she'll hit Orion with 2 attacks, as she has multi-attack with a spear.
Oh, boy.
Spear!
That's good
I'm
though.
going to use
Here
my
we go.
reaction
Yeah.
to negate that.
Thank God.
Also good. She's going to use her martial advantage, which is going to be another 3d6. So first die on this.
Fucking hobgoblin crits.
Yeah.
So it's just the 3 plus just 3. So she rolled a 1. Nice. So it's 3 damage, but also with the martial advantage, she swings down. Again, Rug seems kind of in his own world until she gets nearby, and as she does, he kind of swipes out and strikes at your shield, knocking it to the side as well, so that you take an extra 3d6 damage from that.
Wow.
And this is not. I don't want to fight these guys anymore. That's scary.
No, guys, I was going to this. Yeah, it should be fine. And now I'm thinking, oh fuck.
Yeah, I think we might be fucked.
Second spear attack. Oh fuck's sake!
Oh my God.
Focus.
Yeah, man, this is GG.
We drop one, we drop the next, we drop
Jesus
the next.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we gotta get real meta on this one and just fucking.
Oh yeah, no,
surge
I appreciate it.
extract this-
Please do.
this,
I might just start killing them as well.
I mean, if
Well,
they're
no,
down,
you
they're
don't need
out.
to-
There's no point to go after them anymore after that. I mean,
okay.
also this was their turn. Now it's our turn. Now we can do things.
Right, if we do
they have
lethal, we
another
can
fight.
stabilize.
They got 2 more people to do things.
They
haven't
got-
they?
We got one more.
Yes, okay. Oh. Okay. This guy leaps off this rock, goes here. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Goes to here and dives into the water, and leaps, splash out of the water to here onto this rock.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh
And-
no, this is so bad.
He would make a strike at.
Let's do it.
God, he's got things. He makes a hit. Why is this sheet not? Oh, there it is. A spear attack onto Yaz because he's on the right.
Oh, he's down?
19.
Oh, is he on the rock? I'm a bit confused. Is he
Oh,
on the
okay,
rock?
sorry. Would he be able to hit that? No, he wouldn't. So that would be onto this one, right?
Yeah, well, that hits me.
So there's that. You are not certain people, so you do not have to make that save.
Okay, that's good, I guess. Still hurts though. Ow.
And he, secondly, swings out and hits you with his shield.
Oh,
Tries
great.
15. Oh my god.
That barely doesn't hit me.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay, that's his turn. Okay. Yes. There's a guy on the rock above you. But you can see him, he's not in cover or anything because he's on the edge and he's big.
Big boy.
I don't think you are in I'm trying to think if you'd be...
If he's 10 foot up, then no, right?
Yeah, you're not in range, in melee range with him. So yeah, you could hit him with range attacks without disadvantage.
Yeah, but I can't because he's got the shield.
True too, yes.
Can we attack Rog with advantage? Because he did his reckless.
He recklessly attacked, yes. He will incur advantage, yeah.
Cool.
And we know that shield potentially reflects things, right?
I don't think...
You know there's something
I mean,
with magic.
Yeah, I think it's very shiny. I think it would. You would be definitely. I can't remember what I said. Probably yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
It's not like it's not a guaranteed. But it can happen. Yeah.
God, this hits us so bad. Fuck.
I'm going to... that won't be too bad, I guess. I'm gonna cast... I weave my hands, drawing my... the stone that has my name on it.
Yes.
And I hold it towards the lizard guy, and I am going to cast Levitate on him.
Sick.
Oh.
It also the stone looks like this for people who want to see it, but I can't show you the item because I don't use it what it does. Anyway.
So I hold it in my hands, I hold it up towards him, and the walls are swirling around him. He needs to make a Constitution saving.
A Constitution saving throw, okay. So, yeah, he has advantage because of the shield. Okay. Yeah.
And then
he has a thing to see if it reflects on you. Actually, no, I think it's only on like attack things itself.
saving throw as well. It says, doesn't it?
Oh, sure, yeah, that's true. Yes, it does. So let me roll a d6.
Hey, if we love
Who's concentrating on that then?
I think so, yes.
Oh, yeah, so that... Oh, God. Okay, everyone within 30 feet of him has to make a saving throw. I think that is literally everyone. Yes, everyone. Every single person has to make a let me see what it does.
Carnage, lads.
A 15 con saving throw.
Well, this isn't on the list of things I thought would happen.
It's not going to kill you right out.
Oh, now's the high roll. Oh, sure. I don't want
no.
Levitate at all. Fucking Christ.
Wait, isn't it? Oh,
It's just
God.
damage. I think it's just damage.
Yeah, what level spell is that?
2.
Okay, cool. So everyone who fails has to take 2d6 force damage, or half one of fails.
What about the enemies?
As well. Look, Phil, I've got a lot of sheets to look at right now.
Is that? Are you going to roll that flat and then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not happy. Let me just do everyone's stats. Okay.
Is it half?
Yeah,
or is it
well,
just...
he fails.
Good.
Can't. She just passes.
Do they also
Rog.
get to roll the D4 thing, the leadership stuff? Like, how does this even?
That's true.
The leadership stuff?
Oh yeah, that he would need. It's a 15, so John can't pass it, even if he has the +4. It's only one person gets a +4, I believe.
Oh,
but someone-
I thought it's all of them at the same
No,
time.
no.
Thank fucking god.
He passes.
I'm fine with that. At least I mean they get good. I don't
He's
know.
he's gonna make.
Does Rug have disadvantage on it after Reckless, or
I don't.
No, it's just. I think it's just
Not
attacks on him.
it's just attacks.
Really? Jeez.
I think so. I'm not sure. I have not played with
Just
barbarians.
Yeah, just attacks that.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
That's rough, dude.
Go and tusk. Okay. He fails. Okay, so I'll roll 2d6. So 6.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone takes. I think. How did you guys do? Okay,
I
yes,
got-
he's not passed.
I take 3.
So you guys will take 3. Dalen, yes, you take 6.
Oh, we take
and
damage anyway.
Take yeah. You take half of it.
Okay.
Everyone takes half, apart from Tusk,
Everyone.
John, who take the full.
oh, and the Lizard Man, presumably.
Yes, he does. He takes it. Well, he passed 17,
Yeah.
but he does take damage.
Alright, and then I guess I move.
Okay.
I'm so
I would
worried.
move up onto the rock.
Okay.
Because of then, if Miss Fernbrand needs to get away, he's not just gonna hit Balin.
Sure.
That's a
Yeah.
good call.
So yeah, I'll move onto the rock and get in the way.
Sure.
I have a question to you, Theo, for like explanation of spells and stuff. So, pyro techniques, right?
Pyrotechnics. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna-
I mean.
yeah.
I mean.
The expert doesn't like and pyrotechniques and also like my gem of brightness. Does it work on people who close their eyes? Like if I tell
They would have to know in advance that you were going to do it. To close their eyes.
right?
Does it say? Usually it would say.
It just
if they-
it doesn't say. It just says has to pass a check and stuff. But it does
if
say
they
they're
can-
blinded
if
by
they-
light.
If they can see, then no, I guess.
Like for example, right? If I were to cast this like in this kind of way, like
I
obviously
don't know the spell you mean, by the way. I have no idea what it is.
This one.
Should we wait till your turn and then we'll?
Yeah, I mean we could. Yeah. No, I know that bit, but I haven't been the other bit. Anyway, let's just Orion.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see.
I would need to, like, if it's using, like, the, what's it called? Like, Underhulk stuff, where you choose to close your eyes at the start of your turn.
I know, Roger, I'm asking you to do your turn, not consult you about
Yeah,
this.
Yeah.
So, fine. But I'm going to,
So you can't
yeah.
assume that.
yeah, you can't, yeah. That's the thing. But I'm going to bonus action second wind, obviously. Oh, nice.
Nice. Not bad.
Very good. Well, I mean, I did before the fight started. I would tell them if I blind people. I did say that, but
Yeah. Oh, you mean for everyone else? Right.
He basically wants to warn us before blinding them all.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Sorry. I didn't understand.
that's the whole
fine.
idea.
I will make a. I didn't understand. We'll get there in a minute.
What? I mean,
You're in melee range of two of them. One of them
I'm
is
in melee
reckless.
range, yeah. And he's recklessing.
He's small.
If he's recklessing,
You don't think he's going to stop being reckless?
yeah, that's the thing. So I might just action surge and get 4 attacks with advantage against
get
them.
him.
Anyway.
Might as well.
Drop
Yeah.
him.
It's,
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea, honestly. You need to get.
That's
your
what I'm
gun
going to
out.
do. Yeah, I will
He's
action
hit
surge.
by the shock from the shield after it goes. Freaking.
I'll make 4 attacks with him.
Okay. Bring it. That hits.
Good.
Right.
Oh, the second one.
Got 16 AC, right? Change shot.
15. Second one
Oh.
hit and misses.
That hits.
Hits. Yes, 3 hits.
So 3.
Love.
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, a mighty slash. Oh, nice, not bad.
Nice.
So 25. He is beyond bloodied in one swift move. He kind of reels back, and not even he cannot shrug off such a combo attack, and with a grin, and he kind of goes, ah! and everyone's like, whoa! You know, you just the big thing.
Went ham.
And that's my go. I've used my bonus action.
Okay, right. Okay, so. So you want to do the blinding cone? What does it look like? 30-foot cone. Yeah.
So, hit me. I don't give a damn.
I'd essentially say
He's facing away.
that is the thing.
So I
he's
would
also
say
facing away.
he definitely would have advantage on the save.
Okay. You
so-
cool with that?
and-
You also have like your inspiration die, I think still.
Yeah.
I think it's worth
If
a
you
trade-off. I'll say to Ryan, careful, close your eyes and comment so they don't know, right?
Okay.
And I'd hold the crystal aloft, and then she'd say,
So-
"Our darkest day," and just like there's usually like this flash of light directed at people, but it's just the whole area just flashbang.
The only reason
The judges are blind.
Yeah, no, kick him in the groin.
the other side blinded. So is that all of them? Is that getting like that?
No, I would aim it like that kind of cone thing.
Okay, so just hit everyone down here.
Yeah, I don't want to hit this guy. He's just gonna reflect it back because he had magic shit. I saw Yas did it,
Right.
so
that is true.
I would know. Wait, he's weird. I don't want to get that in my face.
So Ryan, could you make a save? What's the save again?
What's the save?
It's
15, I believe.
Yeah, it's 15.
But what's the actual?
What's
Is
the?
it dexterity or something?
Oh,
Or Constitution,
I'm
isn't it?
sorry.
it's
This
fine.
one doesn't have the full explanation for some reason.
It's
It's a con 15 saving throw.
So Rock's got to make a. Where's he gone? There he is.
Nice.
Con save
Nice.
from Rock. Oh damn, he passes. Flax. Come on, be bad. Yes. Okay, she's blind. Not much you can do about that. I shall put a token on her to show she's blind. And it's going to be the ninja mask. That means you're blind.
Oh.
And hush. It's going to be con save. Oh, she fails. Okay. Nice. And John is not. He's not face down. He's looking over the edge, and he will definitely see it. John doing a con save again as the flash goes off. Oh, nice fail. 3 fails. Okay, not too bad. Cool. That's everyone has to make a save. Okay, cool.
Okay, I will then use my bonus to heal Orion because that health is so low. I'm gonna use healing dust, so I'll sprinkle some dust over the fishman.
Sure. Just chuck it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a healing word?
That is. I think that's healing words. I don't know what I've programmed in the +3 I get for my stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
We'll see.
See.
So this one is
Looks like it.
9,
Yep, that's right.
3, 3. So yes. So
Cool,
you get
nice.
9 healing points back, Orion.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it like a LARPing bag?
Is it? Is it like fish flakes?
Yes, definitely. It's definitely like fish flakes. 100%.
Oh, nice.
Is it like olive oil whenever she sends spinach over to Popeye? Yeah, and on top of the rock and it goes flying.
So the good thing about
Yaz used potion.
Giant strength potion. If anyone at any point
Oh, I forgot to still
slides
have
that
potions, guys. I forgot to still have potions we can bonus action drink.
I think.
Yeah.
Alright, and the good thing about this gem, it's not concentration, and I can just keep doing it. But it's using up my charges, of course, but it's worth it, so I'll just do it.
Sure.
Anyway, that's my turn. Oh god, finally something good.
This guy in front of you is reckless.
Fucking
Oh yeah.
get
Reckless.
it.
So what's your ideas for?
Well, you got a non-lethal, haven't you?
Murder.
Right.
Sorry?
But I'm just curious. What's your non-lethal rolls?
Just if you
really come up.
hit someone in melee, you can choose to do it non-lethally. That's
Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, that's fine.
it, yeah. Again, I
Sure.
at one point thought about trying to toy with it, but it's like
Yeah, that's why I asked. But that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be deflecting with my sword, so I'm just gonna be doing unarmed strikes.
that's cool. Okay,
Just the regular 3.
he's spinning around with his daggers.
Ding.
Nice. Advantage, so he does
Ding.
it. Yes. Oh jeez, hang on.
Ding. Oh, that one hit.
That one doesn't it?
Well, this one would never kill, I think any of them.
Is you spinning around like he's doing like a whirlwind, and you're like deflecting, ting, 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 and you just kick him twice in the head, and he like falls over unconscious.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay, I'll.
Second blow itself.
It's like an and someone says, I knew it! He's gonna I knew it,
Yeah,
this guy's gonna
all
kiss
the
the ground.
goblins like they throw down sticks with notches cut.
Actually, wait,
and
no.
like, stamp on them, and there's a lot of like, no.
All right.
Oh, she's got 10 feet reach, hasn't she?
Who?
The big lady.
No, she
No,
threw
no.
a spear last time.
She threw a javelin at me.
Yeah.
She doesn't-
he just
Oh, so
said
she
when she does melee, it's gonna hurt hard if she hits.
She hits harder in melee, but she doesn't have reach or anything.
He's also blinded, so
she's 10 foot. I thought she would have reach.
No.
Sorry, she would have normal 10 feet.
Yeah, if you play as a bugbear, they have reach to make them feel large, which is very strange when you start having a bugbear with a whip
Yeah.
and other stuff. So
I was just thinking how to
they have
move.
40 reach or whatever.
man, I don't like this lizard guy. He's gonna.
I think I'll do that.
What?
This is so cool.
You jump and you spring up the side. Which
Oh,
you can do.
you can
Leave
get
it
the
right
old man
alone.
while he's on the ground.
I'm going in.
I mean, the good thing is they're blind, so that's
Yeah,
good.
you walk up blind.
Do I have to teach you again, old man?
Worse.
That's
He
my
got
turn.
knocked down. Then he got up again and then put himself down.
The task is just run up.
He did, yeah.
I'm gonna do a cool drop kick, but then Kills became a big guy, and I ain't gonna work.
As a reminder, they can keep making the blind save at the end of their turn.
Oh, is that how it? Okay, well, cool. Thanks for reminding me. So he's just gonna. He's not allies, so he's in a bad situation. But he's not gonna run away from a big guy because then everyone would know he's a big pansy.
Yeah, don't do that. Come at me, bro.
The son, the first older son of the current thing. He's a shoo-in for being next leader, and if he runs away now,
Can I have some 18 and 19 rolls, please, so I can forget about crazy days?
Oh no! He's fumbling. He looks like a dumbass. Oh no!
Giant bomb just like flap him away.
People are booing him nearby.
Oh,
People are like
shit.
calling him an idiot. Like, what the hell? What the hell are you doing? You can't hit something the size of a house. I'm in the crowd saying it's me. There I am, just off screen.
Oh god.
Okay, you guys. Look, I'm okay. You need. Oh, will he leadership himself? I don't think he can. Oh, if he did, it wouldn't matter. Anyway, okay. Valen, would he move? He would move. He'd move here.
Okay.
Valen.
Right. I will take a step forward and take a shot at Miss Blinded Plate Mail, seeing as this is probably the best time to hit her.
You would have advantage if she's blinded. She reels back from thing. 19, I think hits her. I think that's her AC. Yes, it is. 19 is her AC, so you do hit. Nice.
Brilliant.
It's half plate at 17, yeah. It's true.
God, and you have advantage, so it's still got sneak attack for fuck's sake.
And then she's got to make the D10
Oh.
strength.
Oh god.
She manages to
Oh, that's so close.
Oh,
So
She reels back for a second, but she manages to stick a heel into the mud and stay
well, she could have
standing.
used the
but she-
ability from the leader as well. She.
Yeah, well, if you're rolling that, but yes, she managed to stay up, and
Not bad.
what damage? So 22 damage, bloody hell.
Is it like a boxing glove or one of those like extendy stick
Oh,
things?
no, extending from a box.
She is not,
Yeah.
She is not bloodied, but that was a big hit, and she's looking in a bad situation. She almost looks like she's gonna panic, but she's keeping the cool. Okay.
so does it
got
take 10-foot movement to drop off the rock as well?
Yeah. Falling,
Okay.
yeah, it's in, but
So Baden got like a cartoon gun now, right? With a big fist. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, right, something like that. Let me just figure out movement. So I've moved 5 down, be 10 down, so we could get 15.
as you are planning on moving, you can see that the lizard guy is like raising his tail, and his tail attack does have reach, so you
Oh,
would
sure.
incur.
Ah. Okay.
It's probably his least bad attack because it's a spiky tail.
You can bonus action disengage and just move.
Yeah, I was thinking about bonus action dashing.
Do the
Right,
road
true.
step.
So
Take the hit, dude.
Yeah, take the hit, man.
Yeah, let's check the hit.
I mean, yeah.
Nothing to it.
there's not anywhere really advanced I can get from here. I will drop off the rock though. And I will duck down around behind it, and I will bonus action hide, so that hopefully I get a good shot off either side at some point.
people nearby you are going to think you're a big wuss.
Well,
And
I'm
he-
just putting a rock between me and
Oh,
them,
that's
and
fine.
I'm
Well,
going to attack.
and then making an action to hide.
Well, I pressed
All
him
the
against
crowd's
it.
going to be looking at.
It's fine. The people directly above are looking at you, but they're not going to be like.
Do you need advantage? They're all blinded.
They probably won't be by my turn comes around.
At that point, they might not be. Okay, you do not. He swings out his tail, but there's people in the way, and you dart down, and there's no problem. Okay,
I clicked stealth. Is it a shot? Roll 20.
I don't
Try
see
again.
it.
No.
No,
Okay, I clicked it
although-
twice.
Oh,
Okay.
Griffo.
Oh wow. Well, it's still 12.
Also, anyhow, okay, love it. It's Rug's turn. He is knocked out. He does not even make death saves because he's unconscious. That's fine. If John can get to him, he'll get him up. Now, John will have a difficult time getting to him because he's prone, so he'd have to use half his movement to stand up, and then wins there.
Don't you get advantage when you stand?
Yeah.
No.
When he's blind, well, he would probably not stand up because he wouldn't know where he was going.
I'm coming, dumbass.
What would he do? Would he keep healing himself? No, that'd be pathetic of him.
Huddled in like the fetal position, casting healing spells on himself.
That would be lame.
Gus Goodberry, I need one.
That's
He.
good, very big. It's handing them out.
I'm trying to think of what things he has that would make any sense.
Another cure wounds on himself.
That's. What was that?
What the fuck was that?
Oh, I accidentally clicked on his hit die
Oh,
to roll his health.
oh, you gave him really good health, you cheater.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh, he gets
If he was
58.
rolling for health, yeah.
Way better than what he actually has. He would use his other third level spell slot to cast Plant Growth in a desperate attempt to help. So everything around you, the ground swells up with little plants.
150 foot.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's good.
Everywhere is
Okay.
now, and he doesn't know where his allies are to like hold them out. So he's just thinking, "I've got to do something." So he grabs the ground and he whispers something in Goblin to himself, which Wind doesn't understand. And again, vines burst out from everywhere around, and
Do a bunch of people smack their foreheads now?
yeah.
4 foot for every 1 foot it moves. It's very
Yeah.
difficult terrain.
So
It's a double.
it's super difficult terrain. Yes.
Does it count for things that are elevated as well? I suppose it does. It doesn't put it. Oh, it's just radius, so just everything.
Yeah, it's everything. Everything. Again, the rocks are covered with.
So if you cast it close to a mountain, all the mountain top is gonna.
It's to shoot up like 800.
The best thing is that there's an 8-hour effect. Like more spells should have like
Oh my god, 8 hours.
an 8-hour effect.
Well, it says
I love
it does say all plants, all normal plants. So like the rocks don't have plants on them.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So the mud would. So the rock. Yeah. If the rocks are.
Oh, and the
yeah,
mud
rocks,
and so on.
the rocks would not like. There might be some moss on them, but not. Yeah. Cool. Okay. So the rocks are not difficult, but the water has like weeds growing in it, so and then
Yeah.
you can feel around your feet that.
Does it work on photosynthetic microorganisms?
That's an interesting point, and I will have to get back to you on that one.
Wouldn't that just be everything?
There aren't any here.
Okay. Good.
Weirdly enough, there aren't any in this particular location at this moment.
Does that mean every square is 20 foot of movement?
Is that correct?
5 times 4.
Yeah.
Bloody
Oh,
hell.
yeah.
I used the plant growth in the grung fight.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that.
Do you do it in the
Oh,
health
yeah.
one?
Now it's this lady's turn, so she's in a perfect movement. So she will use. She's.
Oh, did John roll for
Oh, no, he
blindness?
just wants to be an unblinded. That's correct. Yes. So he's going to roll at the end of his turn to not be blind. He is not blind, but as soon as he's not blind, he can see what he did, and he can see wind coming above him. He's like,
Everyone looks at him angry.
Oh no.
No, they don't know where he is to look at him.
oh, bollocks. Okay,
Is
so
that what he says to himself?
he probably would. Yes. She's perfect movement, so she can move one
Yeah,
square.
smokes.
I don't think she can get to there.
I
She can
mean,
get like. Not really. So she can move one square up.
Blind.
how would she go there? She's blind. She doesn't know where to go.
Oh, that's true. She's blind.
They got good hearing.
She also provokes if she moves.
She does have good.
Don't we roll a
hearing.
D8 now or something to see which direction people go to, like the Kuator?
Passive perception is not actually that good for her. So she wouldn't really notice wind coming behind with noise. She feels like a dum-dum right now. She is.
I mean, Rin's right there. Maybe she knows that she's there. I'm just gonna try.
She would know that she was going forwards before, and she can't see, so she will use her dash action to move to here. So when you would get an opportunity attack, because she was large and she walked away.
Yeah, I'll take it.
But she was still with it.
Oh,
Ooh, that hits. Nice.
She's thinking to herself, "Oh, I should have stayed there."
Get
Can
stunned.
you stun on not your
Any attack.
Any attack?
Okay.
I'll read it again. When you hit a creature with when you hit another creature with a melee weapon attack, I can spend a key point to attempt a stunning strike.
I mean,
Wow.
fair enough. That's how much health.
it's what the monk does. It's the monk's power.
No,
It is my 5th level thing.
Constitution.
Does it work on large creatures too?
You actually,
Any
she,
creature.
It doesn't specify anything.
Oh, okay.
as you strike her with your sword, she actually notes. She has a thing where she actually has a resistance, but she did roll a crit.
Oh, she had advantage.
Oh, she needed it.
Yeah, she avoids. She's not stunned. You do hit her, and like your sword bounces off her, and she kind of like stumbles off, like waving her arms around. She's got her knife and her axe out. Well, she's blind, but she's now going to make a save at the end of her turn. Con save. She passes. She's no longer.
Shit.
She
Sadness.
blinks hard. She does arrive. She did waste.
Fuck it, I'll just do it again.
Okay. Thank you. This is your turn. You're big.
Yes, and I'm gonna stab the other big person with my spear 2 times.
Oh shit.
Nice. Love it.
Uh-oh, goblins next to each other.
I gonna go wombo combo.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And I'm gonna smite on top of this.
Nice. Ooh, delicious.
And the second stabs in. And,
Yeah, it's a good smite.
That's a good smite. Oh.
Not bad.
32 big
Open
damage.
their eyes to some pain.
Yeah, she blinks out the blind and she looks over at you like, and you stick a couple times stab.
You get more damage from being enlarged.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah.
You know, the whole reason to
It's your 1d4.
large, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's two.
D4.
That's
for-
extra.
Real quick.
2d4.
Oh, a 1 and a 4. How about that?
Damage.
The thing is, I even have it as like a global mod damage modifier, and
Oh,
I
really?
yeah, I'm just a fucking. I mean, I don't know.
37. So
That is the most I've done with this
That's
guy.
nice. And around.
I've got about
Big
this.
damage. Paladins. A lot of damage.
Paladins, dude, yeah.
That wasn't even great.
Paladins strong.
I have to tell a story just very quickly. I'm playing Paladin in my brother's game, and I have a Vorpal sword. It's only +1, but I can't use it usually because I have 9 strength. But we had a potion of hilt of giant strength. Used that. We were fighting a guy with the stats of a red dragon. I crit failed every attack apart from 2 in that fight, which I crit twice, and did over 150 damage on each hit. Because it had legendary resistances, so it can't be hit. Had to be cut
Oh
off.
my god.
Fighting on top of it. Anyway, very fun. You did 37 damage. Did
Yes.
you?
Yes.
Cool.
I believe that is the agreed number of damage points that I did.
Agreed numbers. Documents all in.
My fun story. We all agree it was fun. She goes from being more or less fine to being bloodied.
No.
Not more or less fine, but she was hit pretty bad. But she's now bloodied as you swing twice. And you see these two are together and not blind though. They sort of stand next to each other, shoulder to shoulder, the shoulder to sort of like hip. But they're doing the best. Okay. Whew. Nice. Flank's turn.
Were
Where's
they
she
a
at?
pair? I forgot.
They are married, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still, yeah.
You can ship them together and with no one else, otherwise it's wrong.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it's wrong. Can't do that.
So only acceptable shit. Fine.
Otherwise you're gonna get cancelled. Flank's turn. Okay, she's blind. What would she do? She would do something smart. Does it say that you can like use their action to try and make the save? I assume not, right? It's just like the end.
Unfortunately, no. It says you can repeat it at the end of the turn. I mean, she knows that Orion is there. She could try attacking him
She would
still.
raise her shield and she would take the dodge action,
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
and she would. That's what she does with her turn. So she'll make a con save at the end of her turn. Oh my god, she's still blind. Oh.
Good.
People, hobgoblins in the crowd kind of jail like, go get in there. but she is not. She's not trying to take any risks here. Okay, it is Shell Coldheart's turn. He is surrounded by foes, but it doesn't appear to be too worried, or maybe he is. Pretty hard to say. He's. No. Okay, no. He would make a tail swipe because it's behind him onto Inkelvis because he's behind him. Swipe 19.
No.
Oh,
Yes! It was worth something.
And it scrapes off your big scaly armor. And with the spin, he also swings around and he's going to make a stab at. Yaz, you're on the rock now, right? You've climbed up.
Yeah, I was trying to block Baven.
Cool. He comes up and he's going to try and stab at you. He hits. You are not certain people.
Who is the certain person?
It's gonna be Orion.
5 damage onto you, not too bad. But
Faye, so it might be.
as he sticks, he kind of. This is the first time he's looked pretty pleased, and he sticks you a bit harder, and he skewers you. So does 3d6 extra damage, which becomes 7. Okay, not too bad, and he gains 7 temporary hit points.
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
That.
Is it just a thing they all have?
That's the thing. He
That's
has.
what the
Lizard Man King.
the boss ones. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, this guy's just a lizard man. He's not king. He's not no crown. Okay. Does he move? He would like to move, but there's nowhere for him to move. That makes a lot of sense.
And the ground's all
What do you
sticky
take
as well.
risk? What do you risk? Well, the ground, the rock isn't.
Yeah.
So let me actually quickly check what it says on his sheet about this. No, he can't do that. If he could jump fully over your head, he totally would.
Just style him.
But he would take way too many opportunity attacks to go around. So he's just gonna stay there. Okay.
But he looks so cool.
Right. Yes. You've just been stabbed.
You could blow this guy off the stone tablet back into the.
No, when he passes his save, it hits all of them.
Oh right, yeah. We're gonna.
Yeah,
the first thing
I
we'll do
can't
is
do-
steal a shield, right, guys?
I'll do fuck all.
Well, we're not killing him.
It's worth it.
No, we know where to find them.
It's true. Well, we know one of them. Maybe if it's still there. Maybe it's that one.
I'll make him an offer for it.
Oh, that'd be sad.
I guess I'll just try and do some damage, I guess. Yaz would hold up his palm and draw his sword from his invisible scabbard. He would then hold his blade and draw it along in front of him, and in a line like this, he will cast Wind Wall.
Ooh, okay.
Wind kind of swirls around, and a 15-foot high wall of swirling wind, 50 foot long, just
It blasts off the wall, and all the judges are like.
and they all need to make strength saving throws, all 3 of those dudes.
Okay. Sure. So it does. No one's been close enough on failing it to need his leadership. Ooh, I think he wouldn't use it on himself. That's silly. So he fails.
Please tell me everyone passes but this guy. The ultimate.
Max. She passes, I assume, and hush. Strength. Oh, sure. Well, he would use his leadership to try and save her. So he would
D4?
hold fast. So it's a D4. I don't think 12 is going to do it.
No, she still fails.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
So these top 2, so they get pushed, do they?
No, They take 7 bludgeoning damage or half on the save.
Okay. Nice.
Does the wall stay up?
It does, but I don't think it hits them again.
Really?
Okay.
Can you post a spell? I'm just curious about it.
Sure.
Sorry, what's the width and length? So I can make a
It's
square.
I'm gonna dispel next round
Oh, okay, sure, fine.
because
Fair enough.
of Balin can't shoot through it.
Ah, right, yeah.
So what's
Okay.
there? Is it?
It's a open wall, but he's going to
You can still shoot these 2.
Yeah.
Can I shoot round? I mean, what's the
It's
directional?
50 foot long, so.
Okay.
It's high, yeah. Okay, cool. Love it. So they take that. In full. Does she take half on a failed, or?
Yeah.
Love it. Nice. I've been not what I've been doing. I've been doing a bad job. I've been writing some people's health counting up from 0 and some of them starting at the top.
Nice.
Which ones it is, but
That's-
Good job.
he is making things more confusing for me for no reason. Okay, they both take that, and she takes half of that. Nice. She is still loaded.
Ah. I mean, it pretty much, if you have any side you don't want to get shot from, just put that up.
Yeah, it's a cool spell. Okay, lovely. All right. There's a blind and there's a big.
The big is bloodied, right?
The big is bloodied. The blind is obviously advantage because blind.
But the big is not that hard to hit, is she?
Yeah, so I will. I wanted to do a cool move with the wind wall, but if it doesn't do extra damage, it does
No,
damage
it only
once,
does
and
it
it's
once.
fine. Yeah. Lame. I will. Yeah, I'll fighting spirit to get a bonus action. A bonus action fighting spirit to get advantage on the big person and attack them twice.
And 5'10", dude.
Cool.
Wow.
Cool.
Hits. Is that with advantage, you said? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So they're both hit. Nice.
Nice. I get temp HP.
Swing, swing. She's not dead, but she is, I believe. Oh, not quite in single figures, but less than 20. Very low. You slash out twice and shoot.
And I damage the plant. I crit plants as well.
You do crit plants if you want to hit.
Is she a plant?
If she's not a plant, but if you were to like hit the ground, I would say you could clear like a square. Go ahead. You could scythe it. That's what scythes are.
That's the size of oak for scything, generally.
Exactly.
But that's my go.
Okay. Fernbrand. Phil.
Yeah, and I'm here. I'm just trying to measure out these things. So I could do that, I guess. Yeah, I'll try to save up on a few things. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire with
Okay.
these 3 guys.
Let me just check your blind.
Whoop.
Cool. And so she does not have disadvantage on the save, even though she's blind. That's a separate thing. But they all have to make a dex save. Okay. Task. Dexterity saving throw. 14.
I think that's the that's the save.
Yeah. Okay. Hush.
Commodity. It's fine. He'd use ability.
Well, I'll see what the other lady does, but he probably will, yeah. Well, hang on, how does it work? Is it once per round, or is it just once per? It is once per thing, yeah, so he would use that, so that would pass. So, Flax, dexterity. Nice, okay.
Just not
He's
blind
blind.
and Fairy Fired.
I'm glowing, but, she might pass it next time. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are you happy to stay there, or?
Yeah, I mean, if I move, I just get hit, so there's no point leaving.
Yeah, this is why shifting was good. Anyway, Win. This guy's on the floor. He's looking up at you.
What a sad position he's in. Is he bloodied at all? Or is
I believe he is bloodied. Yes, he is.
Oh, even after he healed.
No, he healed. He's not bloodied anymore, but he is not. He's got like 35 health or something in total. So
Okay,
he
sure.
has 18 right now, I think.
I'm
He
just
is
gonna
not-
wreck him.
That hits. You take 10 damage to him. Swing. Ow! No, that's perfect. That's what he had. You knock him out.
Knock him out.
Cut his head off.
Bonk.
I don't cut his head off.
Just pommel him twice.
I do the hilt sort of.
Yeah.
Was the plant stuff concentration?
Oh, I
No.
don't think no. It's
It's not.
Just, yeah.
Okay.
I think because it's 8 hours, it's not concentration.
Everything just plants now. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone in the town's going to be real annoyed because they're going to have to.
God,
clear-
it's
Or 8 hours.
far.
How the fuck do you cast for 8 hours? I'd be bored out of my mind. I don't think I could do anything for 8 hours.
Yeah, Hallow, you have to cast for a day, right, or something
Yeah,
like
so
that.
12 hours.
Like, you waving your arms around and saying words for 8 hours straight. That's like exhausting.
The judges are now surrounded
Yeah.
by plants. The
Everyone.
crowd is in plants. Everything is plants.
They're going nowhere, but they weren't going. Well, Ben is standing on a rock.
Okay, so I still got stuff to do. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
wait.
jump off onto like this rock.
That's reasonable.
Hi all, I'm here, and then
Hello there.
hello there. Yeah, it's literally that. Hello there.
Slash,
And then
slash.
I'll
At which one?
bonk at the woman. She's in jar.
Okay. You don't
Wait,
have.
go for-
Oh well, I'll make that one advantage, and I'll roll again so I didn't make
Sure.
just meta that.
I don't know which.
The one that misses.
Okay.
So that's a 14 base plus.
Oh,
8,
that
so
will hit that, yeah.
so the first unarmed strike hits, and then
So
I guess
you're hitting the
24 hits.
bugbear, sorry. I'm
Yeah, the bugbear.
Using your inspire.
That's my inspiration. Yeah.
Oh, sure, cool. Okay,
Two.
those hits. Yes, you do. As she's facing away, manage to whittle her down and knock her out as she collapses to the floor. She kind of, for a second, like she stands there still, and then sort of keels forward. And this guy shouts, "No, no!"
Man, this commander got so shamed. All his guys fell before he did.
You know, he's not looking great. He's the odds of him becoming next leader are slipping away. This has not impressed anyone.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Love it. It's his turn. Speaking of him, he's going to have to pull something out if he's going to try and win the hearts and minds of his foe. What would he do? What would he
Mini
do?
nuke.
Yeah, he presses
Tactical nuke inbound.
the buttons on his wrist computer.
Airstrike.
And then it just becomes a regular. And then the nuke goes up.
Oh, he's doing the predator thing.
Yeah, the
That was what we were quoting, yeah.
What do you do? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's stupid too, but he really is not. Actually, Wynn just fucking knocked his wife out.
That is an angry juicy.
That's true.
He's Gengar, so you can go nuts.
Yeah, I will of course make that opportunity attack.
Nice.
You
Okay.
gonna smite him? I don't
Definitely
think you can
hits.
smite on that.
I never
you can.
You can.
You can smite any hit.
Yeah, because smite it's not an action, and it just says on an attack.
Oh shit.
But it isn't cast as a spell, is it? That's you can't cast. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You could.
that's the good thing about Smite. You just have limited ones.
It's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, your spell slots are. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've only got 2 left.
Okay, so actually, on him, nice. You do that as he turns to run off. You stick him in the back, but he's focused. How much damage does he take out of that? All of that, obviously. 18 on top of what he's already taken. He is bloodied. Lovely. Oh god, my brain. I'm so. Why have I not gotten better at this yet? Mental arithmetic, not my strong suit. Okay, he has this much health. Good. Well done there. You're a smart boy. And he is going to make his attacks on to Win. And you can, as he runs forward, he shouts something in Goblin. Basically, he communicates to the blind lady over here that he is coming in to strike, and there's someone behind her. So she will be able to provide him the martial bonus if he does hit, essentially. But he's got to make his 2 attacks. Great sort of attacks on to Win.
Looking for an 18.
I ain't gonna hit. I ain't gonna hit.
Oh,
Oh, mate, he is eating shit today.
Duck and weave.
You dance. You hop over the sword as he swings at your legs, and you do a sick lean back as he just goes for the face. He looks furious.
Oh,
But
please.
you hear someone laugh in the crowd.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Are we all gonna stop now and say the guy who comes down? Come forward.
Oh, okay.
I'd hate to be him right now.
Ben.
Well, is it? Yes. My plan to run round behind Enkeldus and take a shot at someone from a different angle has been interrupted by everything is plants.
Everything is yeah.
I'll scramble back up onto the rock.
Yeah, you could do that. Because it would take. How much would you have again? Like 40 feet or something, right?
I've got 30. It would take 10. I mean, it
would take 20
out
but
the terrain.
and then 10 up. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You take 2/3 of your movement just pulling yourself out, and then you scramble up the rock like it's nothing.
Yeah. I can't. Presumably, I can't hit the blinded one or Tusk without really risking. Yeah.
But this guy is right here and is on full health with temporary hit points.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a crack at him.
Oh no, not full health. He has temporary hit points and he has also a bit of health. But he's basically full health.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's just a straight shot. There's nothing I can do to make this fancy.
Not to be dumb, but I also forgot to put the D4 roll on that fucking attack that I did.
Yeah. I thought you had that in there.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot again.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, he's live. He's not single digits, but he's live. Okay, 13 does not hit. Again, he looks like he has low AC, so you get past the shield, but it just bounces off his chest.
Okay. And then I will.
Was you not hidden for that?
No, because he.
Not with a 12.
Oh yeah, you got 12. I forgot.
Oh,
Yeah,
can
you
you
could
just...
get 28 or something. So.
I ducked off the rock and then I came back up the rock.
Usually it's quite high.
Yeah. There's not a lot I can do with the cunning. So.
I mean, we got this in the bag, but like in the middle part, when Orion got hit so hard, I was like, ooh, this could have gotten really bad. Like,
Wait, that's my job.
I'll leave it there, and that's it.
I mean, hey, there's still people. Definitely, some of you could go down if they make good rolls. We'll see about that.
Okay, that's me done.
Okay. It's Rug's turn. What's Rug gonna do? He sleeps. Rug snores. You see a big snot bubble come out of Rug's nose as he's sleeping away. John dreams about druid things. Hush is sad that she got knocked out. And it didn't get too much.
she didn't get to attack melee once.
She threw a javelin and then
That's it.
fell over.
Like John's stupid plant move. John's not got
Is the plant stuff still up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's literally, it's just there until someone cuts it down.
Please step this fucking lizard.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like yeet him away, but I haven't got the movement to do that anymore, so I'm just gonna stab him twice.
You could just took him and put it on the other side.
How's your athletics?
Just take him.
Can you like?
I'm trained in it.
Oh, you
I'm
get
not. I'm
advantage
not.
because
I'm
you're
not
big.
very.
Oh yeah, it's his
Oh,
strength.
you're
Yeah.
not the strong guy.
The lizardman is pretty beefy.
It's alright. Well, I'll just do big stabs.
Big stabs. You are flanking him because he has not got any. You are not being challenged.
There's like 2 people
big
on our side.
Yeah.
Come on, get him. Get
Yeah.
him. Just
That will hit him.
just wreck him, please.
Does that second one hit? I believe it does. Yes, it does.
I
17
place the damage for it, and I'm smiling.
Remember the D4.
The D4 twice. Yes.
So here's a winner question. Does Divine Smite count as a spell that could be reflected? Oh.
Use a spell slot.
You have to hit him to do it, so it would be past
Oh,
his shield.
right, it's already, yeah, it makes sense.
Spells only happens if he fails
Yeah.
to save, or if he passes his save, or if he doesn't get hit by the attack. And then I roll a d6 to see what happens. There's 3 different things. Okay, so yes, that hits, and you stick him in the back as he's kind of
dealing with them.
You can see that he seems, with his tail, he's kind of and he's looking back and forth, and his eyes, he can look in 2 different directions at once. So you can flank him, but it looks like his tail fighting is better when he's being flanked. So he'll have advantage with his tail attack if he chooses.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Tail revenge.
But you do a good chunk of damage to him. But he doesn't seem to like react too much to it. It's like he's pushed back a little bit, but he doesn't yell.
You still have your bonus if you want to drink the experimental touch.
Yeah, I forgot there's bonus action to do, so I will do that.
Cool.
I'll do
Do
the question. I don't know what that does.
I think
get-
you have to roll. I think that is a thing.
There's just one effect left, and we went through, so it
Yeah.
will just be the one. It's a healing one. Hey guys, it's 8 healing points. It's 8 points.
Nice. So you healed the full.
Yeah.
Hey, you feel good.
Oh, finally, that's the one I've been trying to make.
It tastes pretty good.
Good.
Didn't really need it. I just like kind of throw the glass away.
That's alright.
It's Flax's
I
turn.
catch the vibe.
Flax has been informed that there is someone next to her, so she will actually attempt to attack with disadvantage twice.
Double this. Oh, Jesus.
With the leadership as well, potentially.
She is, I'll say, glowing pink as well.
Glowing as well, so yeah, if everyone wants to hit her, she's got double advantage, right? Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, man, that hit.
A crit! And...
What? You said disadvantage, right?
Oh, disadvantage, sorry, wrong word, but 19 will hit you, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes.
So she does hit, and she does use the martial advantage as Tusk shouts, he's right there.
Get him.
So 19,
Yeah.
and then the attack, also with disadvantage.
19, okay, cool.
Yeah, the second at disadvantage. No. She reaches out and slashes across one of your legs, surprisingly badly, as Tusk is swinging it up. You bend down, and she manages to get in there with a hit. But the second one, she wasn't anticipating your weird acrobatic movement. If you'd been like a regular dude standing around T-posing, that second one would have got you.
Yeah.
I'd say. Okay, Lizardman's turn. Shell. He is going to make a tail attack with advantage.
Is his name Shell?
His name is Shell Cold Heart.
Cold Heart, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
He has a nickname, of course, because everyone's got a nickname here.
Right.
Except
And
us.
his nickname is that he's a dick. Or at least doesn't care. Anyway, Tails White with advantage onto Engeldus. Ooh, I think 24 will hit you.
It does.
But
If it's 3 points, the one you just healed, I'm gonna laugh.
it doesn't do a whole lot. Come on, roll damage. 5 damage. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Needs to make a con save tonight.
Oh yeah, you would, yeah.
Should have done it last time. I kind of forgot. I apologise.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
10. You took like 2 damage, so
Yeah.
that's okay. And his second attack, he is going to he's gonna bite. Yes. Oh no, he's not.
Rude.
He leans forward to bite, but he kind of looks annoyed as the chainmail catches on his teeth, and he kind of pulls back. He does not really like being here exactly, so he's probably gonna move because
I mean, what
Things-
better position is there?
things are going poorly. So he will move. I mean, there's not much better, but he will go down here. He jumps off the rock and into the water. So you, Fernbrand, and yes, you can get an opportunity melee attack if
I
you've
don't
got
think
one.
I even have a melee equipped besides
You
maybe.
try to- That's might be one of the reasons he decided to take his chances and just run.
That's fair.
Slap him.
Punch him.
Yeah, just roll.
One.
That'll hit.
No.
Oops. GM now.
GM again.
I'm not gonna stab someone. I don't think that doesn't feel right for
No,
me.
it's fine.
She's fine. She'll let him go.
Oh, look at that. Nice roll. Good hits. You slash her across the back as he runs. You take a scale off his tail. Nice. Cool. Okay. That is his turn. Yes.
Oh, did you do a con save for the woman?
Oh, I didn't. Thank you very much. Sorry. Con save to be not blind. She fails. Fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ.
Nice.
She's having a bad day, but she's keeping her calm. But she's not having a good day. At least she hit someone though. She hit 2 people.
I
Yeah.
drop the wind wall,
Okay.
then I swing my sword in across and double airstream on the blind woman.
Okay. With advantage, of course. She's no longer dodging as well.
Bam.
That'll. Ooh, I don't think.
She's
No,
got
19. No, not quite.
Nope.
The wind.
She's really high AC.
I'm able to block, but the again the curvature and the spikes on her armor kind of redirect the wind around her. But she, yeah, ooh, damn. She doesn't have incredible power, but just a good AC. Okay. Are you happy to stay there, or?
It's pointless to move.
Fair enough. Ryan.
Oh. I think I should just hit her.
Yeah, you can just hit it.
Well, I will hit her.
You just keep standing in the water.
Yeah. Of course, I hydrate a bit first before.
Some mud hydration.
Sure,
Yeah.
you splash some water around. Second
it's just-
armor. 9
Okay.
slashing damage. She is bloody.
nice. That's fine. That's it for me.
Okay. Say that's fine. Okay. Miss Fernbrand.
Do I still have disadvantage on ranged? Because I think it's his lower
Oh, no,
elevation.
he's in the water. He's splashed down into the pool.
Ah, okay.
He's submerged, in fact, so you can't actually see.
First, I'm gonna use my healing dust. I'm gonna baseball throw it at Win.
Sure.
How deep is the water?
It's deep enough to cover a whole person.
Level
You don't know.
2.
Nice. Win regains.
That's all.
Points. Lovely.
Okay. And I also have my action left.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just take a quick look what this does.
Well, you can't do a spell because you cast a spell already.
Ah, shit, you're right. Damn it.
Cantrips.
Yeah, I'll just shoot the thing. I'm gonna shoot my Kentrioid at man, I don't want to shoot at the blind woman.
Shoot the non-blind guy. He's got less AC anyway.
Huh?
He's got less AC.
That'll kill him. That'll kill him. Sure.
He's got some help.
I have advantage on the woman, that's true. But I want to attack the guy.
That's fine.
Nah, doesn't matter.
No, that does not. Oh, actually, does it? No. He has 17 AC, so it does not.
Oh,
In his rage, you set fire to him, and everyone was like, "Oh, he looks kind of cool on fire a little bit." Like
at least.
In the water.
Well, you know, he's on the stone now. He's not in the water. He's shooting the this guy. That's
Oh yeah.
you can't see him. He's underwater. I'll put him on the G on there.
He's gonna jump out in a second now. Big
Yeah.
splash.
Okay. Win. You're being surrounded, but not flanked.
Wow.
Time to
Yeah.
end it.
Well, she's blind, so she can't even make an attack against me.
Well, she knows you're there. She can make
just
it.
disadvantage.
She already hit you.
She can't make an attack of opportunity if she can't see me.
Oh no, sorry. Yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't- Sorry. Yes.
Oh, she
Correct.
can't.
Yeah, that's the rules.
Yeah.
I'll,
I need to see someone.
You've got to see.
I'm not
something.
gonna move though, because I'm probably gonna down him.
We'll see. But yes.
Well, if I am,
I mean, you can. Yeah.
let's go.
Who are you hitting? Sorry.
Yeah, well.
Him.
Oh, him. Right. Okay. Yeah. 21 on him.
14.
14. He's not down. He is not down. He is less than 10. Yeah. There you go. That's one over. He dies. No. You get it.
Oops. Oopsie.
He's in a blind rage. He's swinging at you with abandon, but you calmly swing down and bonk.
Flurry of blows. I'm gonna.
I mean, honestly, looking how this blind woman is doing really well, I think he's gonna get promoted. I think I know who's
20.
gonna get promoted.
She's
17?
supposed chief of the other tribe, isn't she?
She was. Yeah. She is the granddaughter of Wedge
Yeah.
the Whites.
So she already has a position of status.
You can definitely see that people are like now that she's the only one left. People are like cheering her on.
Yeah,
Which is
definitely.
the other guy's definitely like doing all right as well, the Lizardman. But people don't. He doesn't seem to be super popular. Okay, so sorry. It was those last two on her, right?
Yeah.
The second one does not hit. First one does. So are you stunning her as well? Oh my god.
Yeah.
She gonna make. She
Uh,
gonna make it.
she can no longer be have a plus on it either because she's a.
Oh yeah, he's out.
But she's very low. Okay, so make a con save, right? Come on.
Oh,
Wow, dude. I think
She's
this,
rallied, but she rallies and stands up straight.
I think this
Okay.
is good
Yeah, you know.
because the two goblin tribes, from my understanding, the new ones they took in with her, they weren't too keen on them. But I mean, just gonna.
Like, hey, you can't. There was a bit political.
Yeah. But you know, she's doing pretty good considering she's being attacked by like 4 people.
Considering Rog Domas was the real hero of this fight. Though. He got a whole round in.
I
he
think
didn't do too bad on his one turn.
I think there's
Alright, nearly.
our leader here and the shaman though. Oof.
Oh, John. John really dropped the ball. Whose turn is it? He's dead. Tusker again. He's knocked out on the ground. Balaam, it is your turn. You can't
Alright,
see
I will
There's only
bonus
one.
action aim, and then I will hold my action for Shell to reappear, and I'll take a shot the moment I see him.
Okay, sure. Okay, it's cool. Inkilos.
To be honest, I'd probably ready a spear to stab him when he comes back out.
Oh, Overwatch activated.
He doesn't know any of this. That's dandy. Okay, and so it's her turn. Right, what the shit will she do?
She's gonna
She
kill win.
probably knows it's unlikely that they'll win. But what she does know is that this is a little bit about showmanship. So she, now that Tusk is down, uses her leadership ability. And
Nice.
she shouts, she hasn't really said anything, but now she shouts, it's just, again, the same command that he did, which was to me. And she is taking control of the situation.
Who's to be to her?
It's again, it's more about the symbol of what it is as opposed to actually the quality.
Right.
She is now going to make a
You
save.
see some hobgoblins wanting to get on the battlefield.
I'm like, oh, all right. Okay, concept. Oh my god, her concept's been so bad. That
You got
sucks.
this right in her eyes.
At least it's
not for my stun, it wasn't.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, at least that she can do things.
Fucking wrecked.
Yeah, she doesn't sound like a dumbass.
Maybe she's got her eyes closed now. Okay, and after that is the Shell's turn. Shell bursts from the water upwards. So you can see him, he is in your range. Let me just grab him. And you can make an attack on him.
Yeah. Only be 11, so no.
Actually, yeah, it would only.
Isn't it? Doesn't he have Marshall? Doesn't he pop out of this one? Oh.
He's there.
I guess the angle's a bit weird.
Big miss.
But he would move here in his.
Do I get my shot?
You get your shot because he can't stand in the water there to attack because it's above the water. So you can make a shot. That does not hit. Again, it clatters off his scaly hide. Okay. He is going to make 2 attacks on Orion. He is going to make a shell attack with his shield. 24. I think it hits you, Orion.
Okay.
Does hit me.
You take 7 damage, and his next attack. Can you make a strength save? To DC 13 strength save. You save. He jumps up behind you and tries to knock you off balance, but you manage to keep your ground, and he's going to hit you with his spear, which is second attack. So spear, just 10. He was really counting on you being off balance, so it goes wide. Okay. Yes.
Just gonna S-string the blind person again.
Sure. Advantage.
Crossing the X.
Sure. 25 hit. Nice. Oh, 2 hits. Long cheers. Oh.
And they push 10 feet.
Is that the first one? Is that both of them? That's the first one, right?
Bam.
The first one hits her, and she is pushed on the ground, leaving a trail in the mud. Bang, bang. The second one hits, and she's pushed, and she is knocked out. Oh, she is knocked to me making death saves now. Actually, ranged attack, but I'm sure she'll have time to make it. Fingers crossed. Okay. Bleh. Cool. And Long, of course, you could, even over the crowd of people, there's a lot of like sudden like, you know, like people like letting out a breath, like, shit. There's a lot of disappointment in a sudden moment. It's kind of like it's you know, it's like a. There was a tension moment, and then there's like a. But people, you know, people are very impressed with the magic. That's for sure. At least
They're
some.
probably going to be really cheering on the lizard boy now.
I mean, it will. When now that he's out, and when he's up to his stuff,
He's the only one they've got left in there. He's representing.
He is representing.
He's going to knock us all down and then challenge for leadership.
He does have a decent amount of health. He's pretty chunky still. Okay. Orion.
This is where he surrenders because he doesn't believe in the customs.
I'm going to shove him.
You gonna shove him?
I'm going to shove him with my athletics.
Beefcake versus beefcake.
Knock him down.
Oh!
Whoa.
Doesn't move. He's got big feet that are stuck in this ground.
Big feet. My second attack, I will shove him again. Oh no!
Well, we'll see.
Oh, damn.
He uses the minimum effort to beat you.
Just the right amount. Calculated.
He shows off how strong he is, and then he's like, "I'm toning it down. So I'm meeting you at your level." You struggle in the mud. It makes the water and the reeds are making it difficult to move about. But people are happy to see you getting like a wrestle him.
That'll be my go.
Okay, Mr. Fernbrand?
So I can't just walk through here because it's like obscured like crazy, right?
To what?
Like I mean I can't walk over here because
No, definitely not. Not in one turn.
yeah.
Basically 20 foot per square down here.
20 foot.
Yeah, because each square costs 4, yeah.
Yeah. I'd use my healing dust, but I'd use it on her because she's making death saves right now out of everyone.
Okay. I'll have to see what she decides to do based on being healed into the middle of the fight, but yes, okay. You could do that.
We could just take this guy out and then go stabilizer.
People are.
I guess.
She's on the floor. Oh, I guess she's no longer blind because she was downed.
That's true.
But
then...
she also doesn't give up. But you can see that she suddenly takes a breath, a sharp intake, and the people in the crowd are like, "What? She's still up! She's still up!"
I mean, I did throw my thing at her.
Oh, the disrespect! Just getting him up to knock him down again.
But people, on her turn, we will see what she does.
Can I do cantrips work on these shields, or is it the same rules?
It counts as a spell. So yes,
okay.
It's advantage to hit, and then as well have the effect.
Right. I mean, I could go down and heal Orion, but he seems to have like a mano and mano thing right now. I don't know, but I want to go against it.
Sure.
You want some healing, Orion? I can give you some.
Now you have to do a series of one-on-ones.
Almost got into the name one. I can hear you, Orion. Should I come down?
Now you say you can come down if you want to fight, but I don't need to heal yet.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hold my fireball. If the one down there decides to come at us, I'm gonna shoot like in front of her and be like, nah, you're out.
Okay, sure. Okay, we'll win. Straight pass first.
Get him.
I will do a standing long jump, sort of get through the terrain.
On
this rock.
How far would it be?
It's half my strength score, so it's technically 9 feet, but can we just say 10 so I can do 2 squares?
That square, yeah. So
I can go here, and then I've got.
You jump onto rug.
Oh,
Squish.
big. Are you breaking his neck like Vegeta did on like Goldo?
Only is square.
He's small,
Was
so
it
you don't.
Goldo?
You're not.
Oh.
You can avoid
It's
stepping.
Peter and Riku.
Unless you want to step on him.
No, I don't.
If you step on him, you
Oh,
can
oh.
jump clouder.
Anyway.
I wouldn't do it intentionally.
No,
And
no,
then I'll start
He's
swinging.
a character, so it's fine. I'm going to close all these character sheets that I don't need anymore. That does not hit.
What?
That
Like
hits.
Britain.
Yeah, that'll do it. Again, the first one dings off his slopey shield, but he's having a difficulty looking at both. So okay, that's how much he takes. 18. Wow. Okay. And he's got to not be stunned. Okay, well he rolled good. We'll see. No.
Oh, nice.
He stunned his ass. Again, the first hit, he kind of easily he batted away, so he didn't seem to be paying too much attention. And the second one, boom, and he's like, it's hard to tell for a second if he's actually stunned or if he's just not making an expression like usual. But no, he is stunned.
Nice.
And then bonus action to him.
By him, that'll hit him. Yeah, 11. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice easy number because he was on a double digit, same digit one, so 11 just this next one down. Nice. He's not bloodied.
Okay.
He's taking a lot of damage, but he's not bloodied. Okay. It's Balin's turn. This guy's knocked out. He's fine.
With stunned, it's advantage against, isn't it?
Yeah.
Attack rolls have advantage against it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him.
I'll just take a normal bolt shot.
Twink. Yep.
Pew pew.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Okay. He
I
is
think
bloodied.
Balin's heart isn't in it anymore. I feel at this point. It's like, alright.
He is now bloodied. Do you want to use the wall up and make him fall over, maybe?
No, because he was already up, so that's why I'm thinking I might not get a million of these, so I'm conserving them where I can.
That's fair.
Yeah, Theo just
Okay.
looking internally. Damn it.
No, that's fine. Go on. Sure. And Careless.
Yes. I can't really move over there.
You can walk. Yeah. You can move there, I guess.
You could drag the bugbear out of the mud.
Could you use your ability to give your spear reach?
Oh yes, I keep thinking. I'm looking at it like fucking diagonals, man. Yeah, I spin.
Yeah, that always throws.
Bonus. Yeah, I just fit in my head. I was like, that's really far away.
Yeah, it looks really.
If I just
Remember the
roll a
D4.
bit, yeah,
So true.
things do. And I'm big, so it's easier to do, and I'll attack him twice.
Big boy.
It's stunned, advantage, all this good stuff.
Boom.
Oh, nice.
There's the crit. Oh,
Cheeky
so I'm gonna
little
die.
crit.
About to get rolled.
There's,
You could
there's
have
I
one
think
swear.
it spells
I
that.
mean, I have to do it. Like,
I think you have to. Yeah, crit smites. Unbelievable.
And the D4.
D4
On the
is
D4?
great as well.
every time.
Oh, two D4s.
I'm tired. Sorry.
Right?
Work was tiring today.
I don't.
17.
As this is non-lethal, are you just holding your spear by the point and whacking him with the hilt?
He will take.
I mean, I guess that would be really cool.
Overhead strike. Bong.
19.
Hard to not make it.
27. 30. Nice. He's not dead, but he suddenly took a lot of damage. Okay. Again, the shield lowered. You get a good stick into where like the shoulder meets the chest muscles, and there's a divot, and you stick in. Cool. It's her turn now. She would stand up,
That's fair.
and everyone was like, yeah. But she would look up at the judges and probably say, shout like, I lost. I got knocked out. That was Mercy, which is, and she's gonna move to like start climbing out.
Let's move through 20 foot of
Yeah, she's gonna,
double difficult terrain.
she's gonna start. She makes 5 feet up. Okay. It's his turn. The lizard. He's stunned. He does nothing. Yes.
I pass my turn.
Okay. Alright.
I am going to take a deep breath and cast Gust of Wind at him.
You sure?
Cast.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Was this with disadvantage or
this way. Well, it's on his turn. He has to make the save.
Yeah, but he.
He fails it or something.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And he automatically failed on this turn.
You-
Okay.
You're knocking him out of melee range of everyone that could hit him without.
I'm knocking him out of the pond. This is mine. Only one person's allowed to swim in here, and it's me.
Look cynically.
It's true. It is going to make the hard.
Shake hands.
He's not going to be able to move.
I guess it's on his turn, so
I think
Yeah.
all this mud
yeah,
water is
that's fine,
making
then.
him like drunk.
Calidus.
But yeah, I'm breathing this way.
Phil.
That's why.
I mean, I'm all out of spell slots, so I'm just gonna, like walk down here, double dash, whatever. I'm gonna attempt to walk around here eventually and drag this guy up here so he's not in the mud. I'm done with the fight.
Fine, okay, win. This guy's going to get blown away in a second.
Well, sure. I'll just start swinging.
Stun him again.
I don't have any more key points.
You do hit him. He is on 14 health. You
Oh
hit him
well,
in a
I just run for
Well,
You again. He seems stunned for a second. Everyone was like, "What the hell? Kolar, you idiot! Snap out of it!" And you hear someone say, "Oh, he must have cooled down too much," and you knock him out.
And then he gets immediately flung by a gust of wind.
And then he's pushed.
and then he breaks his neck and dies.
And then you guys cheated.
Lose. Yeah, we lose then actually.
And the crowd riots and
Crowd again goes quiet.
That
And-
was an overwhelming defeat. Jeez.
It was. And I'll let you know that this was like CR like 15. Technically, anyway.
It could have snowballed either way so quickly.
Yeah.
First turn, I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I
Bless
was like,
John. Good old John. Just,
Somebody fucked him up.
I mean, I will
Um,
say we had definitely the advantage in terms of how we were positioned.
Yeah.
squishes up on a rock, and what does John do? Make it so no one can move.
Well, he didn't. He couldn't see, and he does not have any useful spells.
I disagree with that. The shield guy completely shut me down.
That's true. Yeah, it meant that you guys couldn't.
The shield
get
guy,
hit.
I mean, there's a reason why we did him last.
Yeah, I mean, again, he
He was
did
a
not
pain.
roll. I rolled quite badly as well. You will notice.
That's true.
But in theory, the damage I put is crazy. But yes, you win. Congratulations. But yes, the everyone kind of like goes quiet and looks over at the judges, who rightly declare in Goblin shouts, "The Ram Whites have it." And I think we'll do like the winning ceremony probably next time if that's okay with people.
That's fine.
Oh, so the only thing I would do now immediately afterward is look at the skyline and are we being watched?
Oh, as in like yeah, make a perception.
Because the whole time I've been wondering if this was going to get interfered with.
That's a reasonable fear. There's a clearing as well. There's birds up there. It's pretty hard to tell if they are. Okay, you would know if it was a manticore.
Sure.
No,
It's not a manticore.
Okay.
Is there a Chimera?
there's
or the one that begins with P.
Parrotin.
Pelicans?
Paraton much harder to tell because it is
Actually,
based.
just rocks very
The
far.
Peri bird.
I
Penguins?
don't know what Paraton is. It's probably based off a real thing.
Guys, it's
You
puffins.
guys get 800 XP.
wait.
But yeah, I'll calculate that. Well, again, each one of them was like CR3 at a minimum. and then
8900. Nice.
I think it's CR5 or something. Yeah, the lizard guy is CR4, but he had an extra thing, but still full. John was only CR.
Kalidas,
Yeah.
can you help me getting out the big lady of the mud?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
dragging out of drowning.
now that the fight is declared, the shaman in training, who I haven't actually got here, would come down and immediately rouse John. A lot of people are going to blame John a little bit,
Oh,
but
I was gonna say, like, it's depending on how good he is.
I don't know what's the opposite of MVP. LVP.
LVP.
well,
Tusk.
I will say
No.
though,
His leadership was never enough. He didn't roll it enough because no one was ever within a D4, which is his fault. Everyone would blame him for that. And he rolled terribly.
he also though said, "Come to me," and then they decided to go not to him.
Well,
True.
that's what he
That'll be
said.
his argument.
That's what he said literally, but she also said the exact same thing when there was no one there.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe a more
Shell
symbolic-
jumped out.
He did jump out, yes.
Did jump out.
So the power dynamic will potentially be quite different. Anyway, we'll go through what goes on precisely after. But you can smell there's something being cooked on the big fire that was over there. You didn't get a good look at it.
Alright, someone grab the shield while he's unconscious, please. Alright, cool.
Trout's being cooked.
You're not gonna.
It's
you
still a
can't-
big steal.
Died of old age.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna eat it.
Alright, Kalidas, Orion, you want some new armor? Look at all this armor lying around.
We're not just gonna rob them.
If you steal their stuff, then I think
Ooh.
Yeah, we're not just gonna rob them.
200 more goblins watching, and all the
No,
other.
it's not stealing. We're the victors. We get to decide.
It's kind
God.
of true. It's kind of true.
No,
We get the best equipment.
not yet.
I
don't
put my foot down on that.
So yes, you guys, your town,
It's
the
just the
count,
culture.
specifically the count is in charge of these guys now.
Oh,
which is-
Jesus
That would
Christ.
incite some personal wars, I think.
Is it just
Yeah.
dawning on the count?
if one of you wants a shield, you could challenge him for it, and if he
I'm ready
accepts
to
it,
war everyone, one by one. But I'm going to bed. I'm
thank
going
I think that's probably went a bit long. But yeah, good stuff.
We did it. Got a bit sweaty there a few times, and not just because it's hot.
I only got hit in the extra vitality. That's fine.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, it's the positioning. Like they only had to fight
Thing I-
Kalidas, Orion when they took the most hits really for us.
That
Yeah.
first couple of rounds decided it. Honestly, like if someone had dropped, or if they'd broken our line, or if John hadn't planted everything.
Two of them had over 100 health. I was like, they'll be up for ages. I mean, one of them was up for ages. But again, I did not roll well on my attacks.
I'm very happy I could blind 3 people. That was good.
Yeah, that was clutch.
Making use of that.
Because not only does it shut them down, it grants advantage. It's such a like double.
It's a really good item. I'm at 40 charges now, still only. I almost feel like I forgot a few to take off, but I only like did the singular ones so far.
Yeah, you've
That's-
just been you've been using it really like
I
conservatively.
I think you only used it on the Oni. Is that correct?
I did use the regular one on the Oni, yeah, and like in like
I think that's-
times.
We haven't fought groups and stuff a lot recently, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yes, there's not been a lot of that.
It's just so useful because it doesn't take concentration. It's a higher DC check, and it's
a good.
and it's
a
better
very
than
good-
Fairy Fire because it has
It's
some more.
pointless.
What?
Yeah, it's pointless to save them.
Yeah,
The charge.
it will.
Yeah.
It will get either broken or exhausted at some point, but
Yeah.
like by that point,
Yeah, they'll be
I
able to-
mean, I'm just
Well,
gonna.
no, you just keep it with one charge. You can use it as light forever.
I'll keep
That's
it at
true,
one
yeah.
charge and just probably keep it in town or something. I don't know. Just to have always.
Oh,
a
you can
light
use
source.
it as light forever, can't
I
you?
guess I can do that too. Yeah. Sure.
And I think it's much better than a regular torch in terms of lighting.
Oh yeah.
So it's just.
I want to say it is much better. I think I do have it
I
actually
think it's
here.
always the big one.
Which light?
Torches are pretty good.
Yeah, torches. The thing about torches is that they're logically they are fire, and thus they. Speaking of torches, I made these animate torch tokens. Wasn't that pointless? I don't know. It means like I can reuse that, I suppose.
No,
Oh yeah, they're nice.
yeah, they're nice.
It's a visual flair.
The thing about the gifts is you can't have them have like transparentness. So if I want them to glow, then they won't work.
I see.
I have to do a separate thing. That'd be a pain in the ass. But that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that we got lucky. Like that. That definitely looked easier than it very much could have been.
D&D fights kind of always do feel like when you win, it feels like, oh, that was easy because we won.
And when you lose,
No
it's like,
one-
oh, we had no chance.
It's the snowballing thing. Like it was those opening rounds.
Yeah.
Again,
Well,
I don't
once
know,
you take one person out of the fight, it really just swings
I think it's
things.
more in, I think it's a lot more in design in 5e. It really does depend. I mean, I've had tons of fights that go down to the wire. You know, they feel great.
yeah, it can. I think I need to do get a better feel for things.
It's true. Like, yeah.
We rolled well as well.
I give those things. I'm not unhappy with the way things worked out. It would have been, yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna have to kind of clutch fights eventually.
I mean, when I was making this fight, I was like, oh shit, this mathematically is really bad.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It really could have been.
and it could have been, but I just need to. I don't know. again, well,
We'll see next year, won't we?
oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's true. Yes, next year they may challenge.